Harry's drinking again. Yo. Testing. My stream. Testing. Testing. Bloodstream. Live stream. Ooh. Testing. Yeah. That's right. Yo. Back up in the building. That's right. For another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again Pubcast. I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And we are at the pub. We are here. Yet another week went by. Another 7 days. And we back here on a Thursday sipping on some Monaco. First drink in almost 48 hours. Can you believe that? I didn't even want to drink too much tonight. So we got a little Monaco. I got a shooter of the Cazadores Reposado, huh? And I think we're going to go with this one first because hopefully it's spicy. But this is a mango jalapeno shata. Mango shata. All right. So we're going to get that down the hatch. You know, catch a nice, just quick little buzz, man, chilling. If I didn't do a show tonight, I definitely wouldn't be sipping at all. I can tell you that much, and I'll be honest about that. I wouldn't be sipping at all. But, shit, man, I'm a little tired. I was damn near taking a nap, you know, like I usually do. I fall asleep a little bit before 8 o'clock, you know, 7 o'clock, 6:30. I'm like, you know, let me kind of lay down. And, you know, I drift off a little bit, so I'm just trying to get my bearings straight, okay, back together. We're gonna get into it though. We're definitely gonna get into it a little bit. I don't know who's coming on or if anybody. I sent out the links to about 5 people, and you know, those who want to come on, you know, tap in. You know, Beeline, Steady, John, Wendy. Other than that, I'm gonna go for about an hour, maybe an hour plus, similar to last week. Solo, if not. And I got a couple things to say. You know, we are, it is an open topic tonight. So if you are in the chat, you know, please engage with us. Even if you're stopping by, leave some hate speech in the comment, the finger emoji, you know, a thumbs up. You know, just a little bit of engagement over here at the Hyde Up Pub would be cool. We do need to work on that. Thank you to the new subscribers. And also listeners, be sure to check out the show on Spotify, Apple, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. We're over 1,600 downloads now on all, you know, sites. So that's good. The pub is growing. I appreciate that. The show is officially sponsored by Gubba Rum. They got 2 different flavors. They have a Gubba Gold and a Gubba Silver. Visit gubbarum.com today to find out where you can purchase your bottle today, okay? Gubba Rum, official sponsor of the Harris is Drinking Again Pubcast. We are coming up on time change. I believe this Sunday the time does go back. So be sure and set your clocks. Your phone does it automatically. I myself, you know, 3 weeks ago, I was ready for an extended winter. And it's been fairly nice the last week or so. Rainy today, overcast the last 2 days. I'm very excited. But I'm ready for spring/summer. Let's get this shit cracking. I'm ready for it to stay dark, lighter later, the whole 9. And I feel like summer 2025, it might be more epic. It might be more you know, amazing than even in 2023 after everybody came down off the lockdown. You know what I mean? Shout out to Christopher Scott up in the building. What up, man? Salute to you. Stay smoking that goody good. All right, we got John here in the green room, ladies and gentlemen. The first of the 5 to tap in. So we're going to get him up in the building. We're going to get him up in the building quick, ladies and gentlemen, and see what this man's week's been like, see what's going on. You know, do a little Reno check-in. Okay, so let me get my intro music here. Ladies and gentlemen, you see them the last few weeks. he might be working his way into a co-host position over here. You never know. You never know what's going on in the pub. That's the beautiful thing. Come as you are, all sinners and saints are welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, here, White Boy John, or Reno John. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage once again, White Boy John, straight out of the No Town. Let's go! Yes. Big John up in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on tonight, man?
What's up? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing okay, man. I'm a little sleepy. I was taking a little, kind of like a nap, like a little cat nap and everything. And I was thinking about sleeping on the show. I was just going to, when you get that nap after the 15 minutes between the 45 and you're just like, fuck this. Yeah, but I didn't. So I'm here. We're sipping a little Monaco, nothing crazy. And I'm getting ready.
I wish it.
Take me a little mango jalapeno shooter. Mango shata.
I could tell you, I wish I knew what the nap felt like. I've been up all day with my kid, man. It's been a long one today. She decided to get up early today, and so it's been go all day.
Okay. I guess myself too. I went to bed very early last night, you see, and I woke up like maybe 3 a.m. I've been up basically since this morning then, but couldn't do it no more. A little nap, and probably won't do a super long show tonight. I just want to be consistent, man, and stay on the grind.
I hear you.
So that's why I'm here. Because I failed, and then I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Every Thursday nights we're back. It doesn't matter, okay. Oh, I'm trying to fight the drug demon this week. Let's talk about that. I just want to do some fucking, I've been wanting to get high. So that's been the struggle. Fuck, man, the temptation and stuff. I've been wanting to get high like a motherfucker, man, and but I didn't, but I haven't, and so I just
congratulations, man. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, really, just because something's going on with the with the thing, but yeah, man, that whole thing, I just go day at a time, week by week. What can you do, man? You go 2 years, 4 years, 6 months. There's no such thing as I quit. No, you could be clean 20 years, motherfucker. You still want to get a little high, or people crave they quit smoking, but they gotta fight the feeling to smoke the rest of their life. That cigarette right there that you're inhaling right there.
I'm trying to, dude. You're telling me my life story. I've been trying to quit. My brother even ordered some shit. We've been trying a few things, me and him, to try and figure out how to quit. And he ordered this shit we're gonna try out. It's called like Metalisk, but it's like a complete lung reset spray, some kind of shit. I don't even know how it's gonna go, but if it can get the shit out of my system to start, that'd be a good start, because I need to just try and get to that point where I'm thinking healthier, to be honest, and just not going for the shit and try and just get away from it as much as possible. So I feel you.
Yeah, healthier for sure. Well, man, I'm on the Zins hard. I smoked black and milds here and there. But lately, so because I've been avoiding the more harsher of the Schedule 2 and 3 drugs, I think it's weed level. They finally put weed level like 1, right?
I thought it was still Class A. I thought it was still the top, like one of the worst, supposedly.
Fuck. I don't
know if they changed it.
I know they wanted to. If anybody in the chat or anybody's listening, if they could confirm this, if weed's finally like fucking Advil and shit, but oh man, I've been smoking like, if I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing another. And gosh, man, it's just like I probably ran through an ounce of weed in the last week. Just like I blew like 6.5 grams the other day overnight, just because I'm just like, fuck, I'm addicted to that too. It's just not enough. It's not enough. I need.
I know. I feel you there. I've been going through it quite a bit, but I got a pretty good dude that I know that hooks it up pretty nicely. So, but yeah, no, I've been broke right now, man. I'm back to like I got to come in tomorrow, start my shift, and hope I can make a few bucks doing some general good old bar backing and shit. So hopefully it's getting busier with cribbage. I know we got cribbage dudes coming, all them guys and gals coming.
That
So it should be looking pretty good.
This weekend should be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the Cash App there. Make a donation to Cash App or John's here. $sign Pubcast.
Got me wondering if I should start a GoFundMe.
I've only gotten 2 donations in my whole time doing this, and but hey, fuck it, whatever. Hi to Pubcast today, ladies and gentlemen. Even a fucking $2, send $2. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting week, man.
It's supposed to be looking pretty busy. They said just the cribbage people be a couple hundred at least. So I mean, and then you got your regulars, and
I gotta look this shit up, man, because I honestly don't know what the fuck. When I think of cribbage, I don't know what the hell I think of. That's the sad
thing. I never understood all the rules, but I know it's intense. Like they do a lot of cards. They got little like pegs on the little boards that they got to move around to find who, kind of like, I don't know. It's a lot of one up and a lot of cards.
Yeah,
it's an old school game for sure. My grandma used to play this shit, man. I never really understood it though.
I know about this. Yeah, the board is familiar with the little pegs and stuff. Yeah,
with the little pegs, yeah, and they all keep one up in each other, find out who hits it first or whatever. And I guess this is their big one or whatever. So this is a pretty big tournament. So
music check. Can you hear this music? Can you hear the music go?
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard the intro stuff. This I'm hearing. Yep.
Go, ladies and gentlemen. We got
coming clear.
Out at the height of pub. All right. Yeah, cribbage. The objective in cribbage is to be the first player to get 121 points. The gameplay is divided into 3 distinct parts: the deal, the play, and the show. Wow.
Yeah. I'm more a rummy guy. I could sit and jam on some rummy for a minute. Like me and my folks, we always like want to one up each other so much. We'd be playing rummy, and it'd always be like, "Oh, we'll start for like first to 250. Nope, not good enough. First to 500. Nope. We're still trying to get in it. First to 900."
I'm not much of a card guy. I mean blackjack, but I used to play war and stuff when I was a kid. But
war's what's up, just to kill time.
I used to be good at Little Joe, but it's like when I was younger, I used to be super good at chess, man. When I was like 7, 8 years old, I was so into chess and checkers, but like I love chess, Battleship, all that shit. And now I know that the horse makes like 3 spaces and goes over 1. I don't know none of the rules. I don't think
anymore. It's any L shape basically in that form. Yeah, 3 up, 1 over.
Yeah. And what, the rook could go diagonal the whole?
Yeah, bishop or rook is always go. Well, rook is knight, but bishop is the one that goes vertically. Queen can go any direction except for any except the king can only move 1 step. So it's like castle, just lefts and rights, ups and downs.
Okay. Maybe
rook technically is your castle, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's like
I would like to learn to play chess again, man. I've been reading more.
Yeah, no, I mean people are hella good. I even got whooped. I remember this one guard I had at one of my places I was at when I was in my youth and I was in jail up on the hill and shit, and he could get you in 10 moves. I know that. I always said that's bullshit, and he's like, nope, don't matter what you do, 10 moves. Like most people, it's the funniest thing. Like there's the littlest fucking leeway when it comes to like knowing that every time you step out with even the pond, you're leaving one thing open. So it's like it's the damnedest thing knowing you this dude really could too. I'd like move out in any. I try. What I learned though is if you moved your ponds out on the sides, like outward from your main king queen piece, you tend to be okay. But it's like usually everybody moves that first couple of pawns that's right in front, and it's just you look at it. Some dudes know how to just come right in and just end one real quick because you can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You get one way in, one way out, and you're stuck.
Yeah. Maybe
It's just all about how you look at it, though. Yeah.
I'll bring a chessboard to work. We'll start
Fuck
playing.
yeah, dude. We just standing there, and then all of a sudden we're gonna be busy. Like, oh shit, this ain't the barbershop.
Yeah, no, I want to. I'll probably bring some cards and maybe even like a little mini chessboard and stuff.
Shit.
And start learning how to play chess. And maybe fucking we'll play. Someone comes out, hey man, I'll bet you $10, I'll beat your ass in some chess. Oh, really? Okay. Next thing you know, we're
On some
making
joke shit though, I feel you though, but because we're just trying to kill time on this winter at least. But at the most, like I remember mentioning it the other day, I want to get one of those wastebasket fucking basketball hoop backboards and the little like for the little like wastebasket shit. And I want to get one hooked up right by all the trash cans. Not to be mean or nothing, but I just know like all of us generally we be throwing shit so fast we don't even hit the can. I'm like, if you get that hoop, man, maybe it's incentive enough. Motherfuckers will hit the can.
dead ass. Hopefully, it starts picking up for us here in the summertime. So we don't have all this dead time and shit. It's been a little crazy.
For sure.
1 second, let me send this other link. Oh, also, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't reach out to him today, but there's a cool guy that comes into the job, Shannon. Shout out to Dr. Shannon here in Reno. I'm gonna reach out to him this week and see if he'll come on next week. And he's a therapist and stuff, mental health kind of guy, very spiritual kind of hippie kind of guy, and I think he'd be hella dope to get on the show. And that will be possibly next Thursday. His vibes are hella cool. He's like so chill, man. He's like a stoner, bro, and he's just like peace and love, dude. It's like I think that would be a great conversation. A real therapist on therapy night rants. So
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man.
Dr. Shannon, let me try out this little mango shata, mango jalapeno, and tequila, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like flavored shit, but it says it's sweet and still spicy as a bitch. That's what they say on the back here. So let's see what we got. Harry's drinking again. That's pretty horrible. I mean, this is the only one I didn't drink. I just kind of spit it up on myself. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, shit. It's only 50.
My daughter's sleeping.
Oh, shout out to
she
shout out to the fathers.
Yeah, man. I think that's a good thing to talk about for a minute too. If I might add a little subject in, is that
Let's go.
I feel like let's just say hypothetically, let's just say because again, I'm not gonna go on blast on everybody on some dumb shit. But what I'm gonna say is, let's say just hypothetically, in the case of for so many cases out there where like I don't know if you've seen this clip for instance, but I was reading an article earlier way this morning about Nicolas Cage's like girlfriend or whatever ladies trying to sue him and their own son because their son, I guess, again, as wrong as it is, went and put hands on her. You know what I'm saying? And so she's suing not just the son, but Nicolas Cage too, saying they're both negligent. He drinks liquor with his son. His son's like our age, bro. He's like 34. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what possesses a person to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely wrong. But let's just say, for instance, in the case of hypothetically, for all those out there that are negligent, whether male or female parent, mom or dad, let's just say the thing is that how come you always hear about the dad in such a almost stereotypical way now, or vice versa, and or the mother, the woman, in only a stereotypical vice versa kind of way, where it's like, it's that constant. We see it on jokes and on comedy and stuff all the time. Though we know it's really not funny. It's like that's the ain't shit person. Like how we tend to struggle in our relationships, we tend to blame the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's kind of fair? Just as maybe like a subject, or if you want to elaborate on that a little bit more.
Um. Well, yeah. I mean, the laws. I will say, like the laws, as far as we need to change the child support laws. A lot of men ain't shit, so it's like for the men who like aren't in the father's life, they should pay some. They should be held responsible to some degree. To the men that are really trying to be in their kids' lives, and the women make it hard, and for the women that are very spiteful, I think they should also be held to a certain standard or a punishment. Um, I think that like men paying child support, it should be accounted for more. There should, the woman should have to prove, or maybe it goes on like a card, or I'm sure it goes on a card already. I don't know. I don't pay child support, but there should have to be some sort of audit that shows like, hey, I bought things for the child or paid bills, and instead of like, she can just go do her nails or whatever. Um, but the dynamic in this country is weird, man. I'm just thankful that the situation with my son's mom, my girlfriend, lifelong
Right.
fiance, she's just chill. She's like, she's not a psycho bitch. Well, I mean, she kind of is, but not like, she's not like spiteful, and I was lucky to like program her. I feel like I program. You have to program the women, man, in a way to where it's like you gotta tell them like, don't fucking me and my son. If I get you pregnant, I got you. I got that little. I got the son. I got our kid. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I get where you're coming from.
I tell all the girls, but ended up being with her. I said like, don't ever put me on fucking child support, bitch. Like I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill the judge. I'll kill the motherfucking myself. I'll kill the baby too, bitch. If you ever put me on child support, I mean, I don't want to. I'm not a tough guy. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to lose my freedom. But oh my gosh, if you want to make me snap and black out, fucking stand in the way for me and my seed. Don't ever stand in the way.
What I get where you're coming from, because in a way, what you're saying is basically is like, if you give me no choice, which is entirely possible to happen, if someone were to press the other. But again, like, I don't want to get too on a personal note too much, because I don't want anyone else to have to bear with me as I bullshit away about my shit. But for instance, like, I'll admit, like, some of the struggle I have right now is kind of the vice versa, but it's almost like the ladies' points being made, but on the vice versa, because it's like
Yeah,
my baby mama, she isn't. I'll just say she isn't very present in our daughter's life in everything, in all the ways you typically could hope for. And I think in a lot of ways, some people take for granted. You know what I mean? Like, knowing that even if they have moments with their significant other, you know what I mean? Like, at least they're doing their part. Where it's like, my baby mom was a good person. Don't get me wrong. She's just caught up in some other shit, and she's just deciding that what she wants to do is more important. And I can't look at her and say you're wrong necessarily. I can't. I mean, yeah, this shit hurts. Like, truthfully, I'm in my daughter's life because I want to be. You know what I mean? Everything about it is I want to be here for her. I want to give her a chance. In this world. I don't want her to have to be like, growing up going, hey, I don't know who this fucker is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But in vice versa, it's like my baby mama's kind of pulling that on herself right now. You know what I mean? By not being present. You know, she tries in her own way. It's just, you know, she's not playing that part necessarily. So it's like I kind of get where all parties are concerned, all points being made can come from. But what I'm saying is like I guess what sucks is like I guess what I was kind of bringing up in that whole thing about the Nicolas Cage and all is that like okay, how are you gonna know that ultimately it's wrong for a child? You know, again, it's not a child at this point. He's a grown ass man. He makes his own decisions. You know, it's the kid between the two of them. Though, if you're fucking attacking your parent, like that's wrong, right? So we know that, but it's like she's suing them both. Like so, like you said, it's like the coming for child support. Right? You know, it's like now all of a sudden, years and years and years later, you may have never done anything to discipline before in the first place. So now all of a sudden, not only is it discipline, but now you want to sue both your own son and your ex or whatever it is to you, the child's father on some like petty ass shit, negligence. I guess all I'm saying is forgive me, any viewers or you if you don't agree with this, but what I'm gonna say is like those women out there that are all like, all I want to do is party, all I want to do is have the nice things, all I want to do is da 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 da. That's generally all of us, man. But yet, not all of us are willing to really walk right over the other person to get it. You know what I mean? And it's like there's so many out there. It's like I don't know if this is familiar to you, but the Kendrick Lamar, I can't remember which song it is, but he's used a little excerpts or intros or, segues, if you will, with like real shit going on. And it's like, it might even been YG, I'm not sure, but it's like there's that point where it's like, if we call them on it, it's nothing. If they call us on it, we're the ones scandalous. It's like, doesn't that make it equally scandalous? Like, again, if you're not going to pull punches to point something out about somebody in a shortcoming kind of way, doesn't that mean like if you do it, that's the same thing? Because otherwise, this is some bullshit.
Well, to a degree, I like double standards, and I believe double standards should exist to a degree. So like like in my situation, hey man, whether the girl wants to cheat or fucking not, that's your problem, bitch. But I truly believe this, and this is my chauvinistic self. I don't fucking give a fuck. Yes, I'm gonna cheat from time to time. I should be allowed to like, sniff around the dog pound, sniff around some other dog's asses. But I do not want my woman doing the same thing. And that right
And
here.
that's what I mean. And that's what I mean is if it's real respect, then it's like you shouldn't have to have it in question. Where it's like all I'm saying is, I guess the thing that gets me on that note is not that I care either. Generally, like if that's where I'm at, like if she wants to do what she wants to do, she's gonna do it. I have no real way to say you shouldn't, you can't, don't. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, it's the hypocrisy of it all. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, look,
It is very hypocritical. Yes.
if I shut you out and decided you don't get to hear nothing from me and da 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 da, and I really stuck to it and shit, you'd be pissed off at me, right? But she puts me on that shit, and it's like I just got to play it off as it's to be expected. And I'm not saying it's just her. I'm saying that's how us as humans are. We treat people the way we, initially either see it, the way we want to be treated, how we feel. It can come off a lot of different ways. It's very particular to what's going on. You could be the person that, only response is fuck you. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's not wrong, but it's funny how it's like what you mentioned about having an actual therapist on the line. I think, what he might have chimed in if he was here would have been like, yeah, it's funny how we all have little character traits or particulars or things like that. That it's like, it would be good to know in advance, but you can't necessarily look at a judge a book. Don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing, right? Like until it's like hear it from, the horse's mouth, however the saying goes, you know what I mean? It's like there's a certain variable of like only we can show that variable. And that's why I'm kind of like, I'm gonna call it as I see it kind of person, is I guess what I'm saying. So it's almost like if I got to call it out, it's just one of those, hey, pot calling kettle black kind of moments, I guess is all I'm saying. Those can be the most irritable, I suppose, is because it's like, trying to point that shit out to somebody, it like goes right over their head. It's like sometimes, so it's like that shows how much like they're willing to consider it, and then that kind of bothers me is all because I'm kind of like, may not even have really fully leveled with me on that, but it's like, okay, let's have you be irate or respond however you want to respond, and I just got to take that shit, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, yeah. In your situation, do you have like custody of your daughter? Or do you guys do joint, or is it like you?
There's really no
Oh no, nothing.
nothing really established at this point. Like I have my daughter a good majority of the time, but
Uh,
I work with my baby mama's parents as far as the back and forths. So when I'm at work, my baby mama's parents usually have her, and then in the week, daytime, sometimes overnights, like tonight. So the last bit of my overnight, I'll have her up until I go to work tomorrow,
yeah,
and then she'll be handed off. I come back home in the morning on Saturday. This time around, I'll have her again for a bit, and then
yeah,
I don't usually see her for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then so usually it's just every week it's those same. Like I get about the same amount of days. Her parents get the same amount of days. We both work with each other. I've made a few kind of over the top moments where I've like said, look, I feel like I might as well go to the courts and just establish, full custody myself, because I don't want anything to necessarily come in the way of me dealing with my daughter, kind of like you were saying.
exactly.
But at the same time, there's really nobody pressing nobody about it. So it's like I'm very grateful to have all the help that I'm getting from my family, from her family. It just sucks that it's like
She
right
doesn't
now,
want.
I guess all I can say is, yeah, like it's just kind of the rough rocks right now for both
Oh,
of us
are
because,
you? Do you? I mean, are you trying to be with your son's actual or your daughter's actual mother, like because you love her, or is it just because like like you just want to raise your daughter in a two-parent household? Like what? Like
I think it's both. I think it's a bit of both. Like I really do care for her. I really do. I would really like to work on shit, but at this point, I've come to the terms that like she's gonna do what she wants to do, and that's just as simple as it is. She's gonna do what she wants to do. She's gonna be with who she wants to be with. It
yeah,
may or may not matter. So I've had to back off quite a bit. So it's like I don't expect nothing, but at the same time, like yes, I really still care for her. I think she genuinely cares for our daughter. There is some effort, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like put her on blast or nothing. She's a great person. I think she'd be even better mom. It's just
right now she's.
if it's not there, it's not there. Right now, she's got other shit on her mind, other shit on her agenda.
Is she younger than you?
A bit, yeah.
Okay, so she's still going through her like, maybe her young
But
phase, her respectfully her hoe phase. Every girl has a hoe phase, Uh,
whatever it is, trying to get herself to wherever she wants to be, trying to figure life out for sure.
but you're a better man than see right now I would. Oh, see if luckily my girl's like cool. Well, whatever, but yo, if like there was any inkling, like if she was even a quarter of me, oh, I would have had that bitch in court. I would have had full custody. I would have hired a lawyer and just like because
I'm tempted still, bro. I'm tempted. But
the
at the same
women
time, I do
yeah,
appreciate.
like, oh, you smoke weed, you this, and then they try to paint a bad picture. If I had like a baby mom who didn't really want to be in the kid's life, I'd get a lawyer and paint the picture on her. So like,
That I mean, she kind of honestly already have like the thing that interesting is like your earlier note, like yeah, I'd like to have like both parents present, and I told her that not long ago. I said like I think it's just a matter of me. Like I feel, like it hurts seeing my daughter go day after day, where it's like I'm in her life, her grandparents on both sides are in her life, people are showing up, but it's like the one person I swear I feel like because she says mom all the time, it's like the one person she wants to see is her mom. And it's like, that's the one person that's kind of like this up in the air. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a lot of the way it is. Like, I mean, it ain't most ideal, but it ain't nothing necessarily wrong with it. People got to live with their choices no matter what they are. But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm the one person other than my baby mama's parents that are like trying to keep her involved, you know what I mean, to some extent to try and kind of get her to just take that little step in and just see for herself. Like it don't have to be nothing. Just, play it out, make it what you want to make it, if that's the case. But truthfully, there is no real good stance of where I'm at right now on how to even go about even the custody thing being that it's kind of up in the air, and it's good that it's between me and her parents and we're working on things because I'm
oh,
grateful for all that because again, it could be worse, but it's like, and I don't like the idea of it as soon as I appeal to try and get a custody kind of thing going, then that means there's so much more in the life, like CPS, all this shit that can
fuck all
ruin my life.
yeah. If
Yeah.
it's like it is now, And luckily, you know, the parents are working with you, so they're level-headed. They see that you want to be in the granddaughter's life, so that's the right thing to do. You know, just keep it where it's at. But
It's tough, bro. It's tough. But I tell you, it's like I'm trying to get clear in my own head. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I want to quit smoking cigarettes for sure. I need to get healthier. I want to be here for my kid. If the shit don't work out with my baby mama, I'm willing to accept that. But I just don't know, man. Like my head is a mess in so many ways because I'm just trying to clear rut after rut out of the fucking way.
well, that's why we're having therapy, brother. You're here on the therapy night rants here at the Hyde Pub every Thursday night, 8 p.m., where men and women, we don't discriminate, come together. We speak about our problems. We have a cocktail. You know, we got some guys over there playing rummy right now. We got a couple of girls over there shooting pool. And maybe, oh shit, one sucking dick in the corner. Holy shit! Hey, you gotta get this bitch out of here, man. Go tell her to do that in the bathroom, bro. All right. We can't have open fellatio here in the Hyde Pub. You guys got to go in the bathroom. There's a couple of rooms you can rent. There's a storage room. Okay, but we can't be. Damn, girl. Yeah. Take your ass to the bathroom, girl. You can't be sucking dick everywhere. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, that's
wild.
Yeah, man.
Just like my hat right here. That's wild. Fool's gone wild.
Yep.
Fool's gone wild.
Fool's gone wild. Is that a thing? What is this? Fool's gone wild.
I don't know, some clothing brand, but I liked it because when I picked it out at the mall, I was like, oh shit, you know them girls gone wild, you know them fools gone wild too. The fools gone wild.
Hey, come to find out, that's like the gay version of Girls Gone Wild.
Whatever, bro. No, it's a clothing line. Like I've had a couple people be like, yeah, that clothing line's sick, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, I was just like fucking joking on the shit. I was like, hey, if there's a Girls Gone Wild, then there's bound to be them fools gone wild too. Like,
yeah. Come to find out, all the fools gone wild are on a fucking Diddy sex tape somewhere, and it's a fucking, you know, there's.
Oh hell. Man, like, corporations is a motherfucker. I tell you that. Like, I wouldn't know, man. There could be some weird shit to
it. You got 6 fools standing around in a circle jerk, like, yeah.
You're killing me, Dakota.
Fools Gone Wild, Volume 4.
Oh hell. Fuck it. There's probably some weird ass shit out there and all that, man. Corporations are a motherfucker. That's all I do now.
Oh yeah. Capitalist society, man. We're just pawns in we're pawns on the chessboard. We're trying to be. I mean, I'd like to be we are kings, but I'm not a king at the moment. I'm not. I'm a pawn, maybe a rook, maybe like a rook, maybe be like a knight. You know. But it's like, fuck, man. I want to trade in some pieces, you know, and really get a good spot on the board. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm stressing out. Like, I don't want to go too much into it, but, you know, personally, I have a decision to make. I got like 3 months, man. I got to get my family somewhere. And then, you know, it's like, let's go into this for a minute, bro. So, you know, we live in Nevada, 24/7 gambling, drinking, etc. I don't know if you have this situation or if you've had it before, but let's say, you know.
I'm sorry, your boy just said, look at Vince McMahon. That's fucking hell funny, dog.
What happened? Oh, what do we got? Look at Vince
your
McMahon.
Friend killing me over here.
Yeah, see, Vince McMahon. See, they swept Vince McMahon shit under the rug, but they want to go all in on Diddy and shit, man. But shout out to Diddy and Vince McMahon. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I'll party with both the motherfuckers. Yeah. As soon as the baby oil, as soon as P. Diddy comes out, like oily with his shirt off, like, what's up, Playboy? I'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm good, dog. I'm finna go get some food, nigga. I'm gonna go to Denny's, dog. Nah, come upstairs. I'll be like, I'm straight. It's 30. I got a boo-boo, you know. I'm cool, bro. But like, I'd party with him, and Vince McMahon too. We'll be like lifting weights and shit. Fucking jacked off roids and fucking coke and meth and Adderall and just fucking 4:30 a.m. Door open. Come on, wake your ass up. I'd be like, I just went to sleep. You badass. He's over there like, come on, you pussy. We'll fuck these girls later.
Yeah, y'all killing me over here, man.
Shout out to the psychopaths. What the fuck? What was I saying before I got into something?
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, it's all good. Shout out to the chat. Big Chris Calico.
Well, we were talking about the capitalism part. I know we were talking about capitalism to the point you were mentioning.
See, we got the Strange. We're representing Strange tonight. Snake in the Bat. All day. Strange music. We support Strange music over here to the fullest. But anyway. I'm just eating some nuts. Flaming hot nuts. But anyway. Oh yeah, I was gonna say okay. You go to work, you make money, but it's never enough. So whether you make $30,000, $60,000, $90,000 a year, let's say you're not a big gambler, but you're in the industry. So whether you bring home say you bring home $1,000 a week, but you stop every on your Friday you stop and put $50 in every week. That's $200 a month. But you're making $4,000. So you're you're doing okay. So you're doing 200 times 12. You're still gambling. What, $2,500 a year, and that's just like would you say that's like a casual gambler? I mean, based like in our line of work, maybe like.
No, I suppose knowing it all adds up against us either which way. Like, it just depends. Like, are you in that point in your day, in your day to day, in your week to week, and in that whole year period where you feel like, you might just need to put that towards some other shit. Like, again, if it's casual, then it's kind of like more or less, it's like, can I afford, today, am I still straight to gamble this 50 today, or should I probably hold on to that just in the case of, like, I suppose, it's a feel it out kind of thing. That's why it's also gambling, because it's always up to you. It's at your own volition. That's how they get you. That's how the whole catch-22 works, is if you do it, you did it because you wanted to.
Yeah. So
sometimes
would you
I think that would be a right estimate, though.
Yeah, just a baseline.
You're not over, you're not under, but you're throwing away a little of your excess. Yeah, that might be about the everyday Joe. That'd be everyday person kind of goes, okay, if I got it, I might throw a little bit away if I know I already got everything else I need, or as long as I know I'm straight. But I think that's where the day-to-day person like us, gambler, is going to be probably more on their shit, when they're on their luck, more or less, when it's like, hey, maybe I'm still even. Whereas, like, some of the shit I had heard about J Resort when it came to the tables was knowing that there are people out there that want to play big money. And it's like,
no, they play big money, but let's say like you're a casual gambler. Let's say even if you cut the 2,500 in half, like like $1,200 a year, maybe like $20 a week. Would you say that because I have a theory that like nothing's ever extra. Like, even if we say it's extra, like even the weed that I buy from the dispensary,
it's in your brain. Yeah,
it can, like, pretty much every, like, money can go. Okay, there's bills and there's food, there's groceries, but then you
a lot of different ways. Yeah,
like I could cut out the fucking snacks at Maverick. I don't have to buy my like.
Do you want to, though? Do you want to have to go without some shit, though, necessarily? Like, nobody wants to go without. Yeah.
I have a certain lifestyle. And I want to drink a certain amount. I want to smoke a certain amount. And no matter what, that's just how my life's been the last 7, 8, 10 years, man. It's just like, but sometimes,
I think the word is splurge. Like if you need to splurge on yourself, you'll splurge. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Like so even in gambling, it's just how far you want to go. Like the other day I went a little over my regular amount. I was like, fuck this, man. I hate life right now. Why do I keep throwing this money in here? I'm like, I know it's good and I'm probably gonna need it, but because I made some money,
well, so,
luckily on my last day on on Tuesday, because it was my Friday, like I actually lucked out and had a couple really nice people that made my night right at the end.
well,
I
let's
was
say,
like, fuck it, I'm gonna go splurge. So I was like, I spent closer to like $100, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
yeah, right. So let's say you got a nice tip. Okay, boom. But then you're like, oh, I got an extra. I wasn't expecting that. So then you feel like, oh, I can go drop a 20. But then
I
you're
fucked up.
but
I
you're
got
like,
caught up in it,
yeah. And then even if you win, it's like you're never probably gonna win enough to cover your losses for the lifetime.
and that's what I mean about being even. Is if you really think about it, some people don't even really know what I mean by being even. Like being even means if you came up enough, in the first place to at least consider your last few, back to even. But it's like truthfully, it's from where you first started, so you never know how far in you
I,
already are too.
yeah,
And then you really just counting on that one win, and you're like, okay, I'm pressing on luck a little bit. That's why lately I'm like, fuck, dude. Like today, especially, I'm like, I ain't had shit, man. I ain't even. I'm glad I don't have a pack of cigarettes. I'm trying to cut the shit, but it's just like, man, like
yeah,
I knew I shouldn't have blew that money, man. And I was like, I know this is on me, so it's like, fuck, why did I do that?
yeah. I guess that's the man.
And I
Fuck.
back and forth it a couple of times with a few bucks that I could have even slowly came back to where I was at, but I was like, I was
Dude,
pressing that button. I was
yeah,
pulling your move. I was like, I just want to press that damn button, boy.
I just want to tap. I just got to get my tap on. I tell my girl. I tell my girl.
I just got caught up on my ass. Yep.
I tell my girl, yo, baby, after work, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love you, but I gotta stop to get my tap on. Yeah. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
something about that free drink when you're playing, man. Like it ain't really free. Like it ain't. It's always coming out of somewhere. But
It's just something about the tap. I gotta tap. I gotta tap that fucking button. I don't care if I put fucking $5 in. There's something about that. Ah, ah, ah,
something could happen. That's because
oh,
something could
motherfucker.
happen, man. Like I mean, realistically, we all know like it's a time bomb. Really, it's just like what time does it actually hit? And it's like everyone's trying to get that one,
Hey,
just little bit of a nudge, man, in the right direction. So
yep. So on my good luck, what was it? Tuesday? Yeah, on our Tuesday, whatever. I stopped it at the shit. I had some free play. I go in there anyway. Uh, I was up like 300, whatever. And because I $68 bonus, 55, 48. I kept cracking. And I was
that's
like,
good.
oh, I could have left at 380. I was like, ooh, Friday. And then I made more on Tuesday than I thought. I made money at work and then I went and made 380. And I ended up walking out with just 300 though. Cause like
That's still pretty all right. That's a
I
good day. That's a plus
I
rather
actually
than
hit
nothing.
$75 on this machine I never played to put me up over or some shit. But I ended up walking out with 300 on my fucking Tuesday. I go to the bank, I put 200 in, boom, boom, fill up my tank of gas. I handle some shit. But and I like those wins, but there's been weeks, where I'm up and then I sit there and I'm like, you put it back, and then I'm like, damn, bro, like the universe just like basically gave me $300. I didn't have to stop in here. I wasn't gonna stop in here, but something told me to stop here, and I was just gifted 300 fucking dollars. And I don't know, it's probably like 70-30. Like 30% of the time I fuck it off though. But like if it's like if I'm up like $200 or $300, like I'm dipping for sure. But it's like, if I get like a little $99, okay, I'm like, that's
That's all right, man. Unless I hit it back, I don't go too hard. But unless I'm actually hitting something, I'm not gonna keep trying to want to go too into it. So the other day was like the first time I just like, and again, because I
second
was sitting
shot of the night.
chilling, just in and
Harry's
out.
drinking again.
Yeah.
Got
So
some
I
glass.
mean, I was just fucking around. I mean, again, after a long day, after doing the shit for everybody else, like it's nice. Something about it is just like I've said before on the other show. It's nice to have a place to be. Just someone that recognizes you enough, and you sit down and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? What you want?" And you're like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna play Keno for a minute, whatever. I'm gonna mix it up on you. I probably won't get the same thing. I'm laughing at your friends. Oh shit! I'm laughing at your friend's last comment here. He said, "Pay 20 for a beer." Huh. And I get that because again, that is what a lot of people think. Like, I don't want to be going too far in, but it's like something I've told myself, which is kind of what you were saying, was that like every little bit of luck I've had lately, I kind of threw back because I was hoping I'd hit something else, kind of along the way, and it just ate me up. But it's like, if I was really looking at it, like, it's funny how it's just like, I think about it differently when I'm already in it, which is like you said, I'm chasing that button press. Whereas, like, what I should be doing is taking myself a moment here and there, taking my time, look at the sports on the TV, even if it's old shit, and I felt like just it's a timing thing. Like, if I sit there and I just like let myself go through a few drinks here and there, whatever, don't press nobody, don't press on luck, but just sit there. I should really look at it like that kind of investment. Like, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. Like you said, like, I know I don't always want to, I probably shouldn't, but if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. And it is what it is. But it's like, at the same time, I should look at it as the investment like this. And this is what I've tried to tell myself. I'm paying so I can sit in that seat. It's not just for that beer. Like, I'm reserving this spot. Like, I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if they do this at Legends or not, because I know you go there. But at the row, they have like people that come around and are like, "You want a back massage?" I was like, "Hell!" I was thinking in my head, I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, "Nope, sorry, I can't."
They got those motherfuckers.
You got to pay them by the minute or whatever. I don't know what it comes down to. I don't know what it comes down to, but it's like you got to pay them as you go. And I'm like, I ain't trying to fuck off your night.
They only go to the tables, or these bitches come at the slots too? Because
they actually came to me at the bar, and they don't always come to me at the bar. And they were like, "You want one?" I was thinking, "Hell yes," but I was like, "Fuck no, I can't do it right now. You too expensive for me."
I forgot about that.
So began with my couple bucks, and I'm like, "All right, that's cool."
Holy shit!
But
there's got to be.
But yeah, I'm thinking about it. Like, as soon as that happened, I was like, "You're paying for everything around you. It's like just to be up in the motherfucker. If you're really trying to hang for a minute, you're just riding your couple bucks."
You paying for the air, you paying for the seat, you paying for the floor, you're paying the
and
ash.
Sometimes that's what I hate is it's you only see the behind the scenes shit. So it's like, this is one thing I do relate with, is that I can't stand corporations for what it's worth to some extent. I hate having to work and do all this shit sometimes the way it is, but I understand. And one thing I do understand is like, oh, that looked good.
Official sponsor of the Harris is Drinking Again Pubcast. Gubba Rum, baby. That's right. Gotta throw that in there. We're trying to get Gubba Rum up in the casinos here, man. I just had to do a little.
Cool.
Continue. Hey, bitches.
No, you're good. I was just saying.
Come to the bar. Give me a massage, bitch. Right there. Look at that. She's already taking the cock. Look at her shit. Oh, I want to drink his jizz. I want this one right there. Anyway. Sorry.
No, it's just like I can understand from their point of view, though, that at the same time, it's like, why nobody always be hitting shit is because they're trying to make money just like we are. And it's like, how kind of interesting is that they make money by like people being there in the first place, throwing the money in, doing their thing in the first place. That it's like, truthfully, it's the weirdest thing. We try to make money off the machine that tries, to not have it hit it for us, whatever it ends up being. It's just the timing's off, whatever's off. You ain't the right lucky number winner, whatever, who hit something on it that it just decided to go for. But it's like, then again, you see all these people that randomly are, and you go, okay, how kind of random is that they watch us as we play the shit, as we may win or may not win, and they're banking on us to just be there. It's like, and I feel like I got to open my eyes again, because I still don't know what I'm seeing.
Yeah. All right. You good? Yeah, man. Nah, this oh, sorry, my garage door open. I'm gonna put it on mute 1 sec. Ooh-wee. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, the pub. We back in effect. Just had a little garage door open there. It's savage, bro. It's sinister, man. The way the entire I guess the whole thing is set up.
Well, I mean, think about all this. It's the same thing we do with what we do, but think about it in a different scale. It's like, even though it's not as simple as beer or shot, mixed drink, this or that, non-alcoholic, like what we're dealing with, that's a facet of it. But think about this shit. It's all sales. Everything, almost, and everything, that's the capitalism and everything. And this is what I was trying to get at earlier, I think, is that the thing I don't like about what it presents in its own theory of like how it exists is that there is no fucking end result. It's like the fucking dog chasing its tail kind of tactic, where it's like all it's considering is sale. If you see what I'm saying, it's almost no different. If you're just looking at it as who I can, it's almost like you were saying about working girl or whatever. It's like, if I can just see, who is my mark kind of thing. And it's like, I take it for all I can. It's the sales. You see what I'm saying? Look at how everything about it is just selling something. Everything on TV nowadays, more of, stream TV, live TV, cable TV, all this TV is all programming around sales. Buy this, buy this, buy this. Who the fuck you figure can just spend all this money and buying all this shit just as we go? Who you fucking know on the everyday basis?
Yeah. No.
And that's just what I mean. If you look at everything as if it were like, okay, exchanges, if you will, that's one thing. That's a whole different topic now from just sales, because sales is sales. Everybody's trying to sell. Who's buying? Now, if you look at exchange, what's an exchange? An exchange is there's things going both ways. There's somebody's getting something for something here.
Yeah.
And then that's where it becomes a similar investment. But it's like, again, you look at it and it's like, well, it's kind of like, if I really wanted a bag of weed right now, I just have to come up with a little bit it costs for me to go and make that exchange. Somebody's giving me the weed, I'm giving them the money.
I want a bag of dope. Whoa, sorry. That's my. Sorry, I got Tourette's. I'm sorry.
But I get it, but that's what I'm saying, is that's an exchange. Somebody has something I want, so I get it from them. But what happens if you really do? Like, I've heard this subject before. What happens if you take away the money in capitalism? If you take away the main function of capitalism, which is basically the sales or exchanges, meaning that we do import export, we have foreign relations. If everything just stopped, if everyone stopped fucking with anybody and everybody else, okay, everybody's selling, who's buying? We're back to that same standoff. It's like, okay, so everybody can have their own business, own their own product or whatever, get it out there, try to make millions. But as soon as most people are flopping because everyone's selling, nobody's buying, what do you do? I like your friend. He said barter, but there's definitely some issues in how to barter, though. It definitely depends, because then that's a dangerous ground too. Because if you think about it, everything becomes about what somebody else wants, and not everybody is going to want to give the same thing in return, which is what somebody else wants. So it always comes down to who's got more of everything.
Ooh, dropping knowledge. See, that's exactly. I'm going to barter my penis in her mouth with the dimples. She's going to be like, well, I don't want to do that. I'll be like, well, name your price. I need a sack of potatoes. I'll be like, I got potatoes on deck, bitch. And then, and then you barter. No. If we go back
to you make it sound like it were easy. Like, I wish I knew the science to that one, how to make shit work like that. Because unless we were living in some Mad Maxian times, which may not be too far off, man. I don't know. Mad Max, it might be coming that way.
Oh, no, it probably is. Actually, I want the one on the far left. But these girls will barter. See, the barter system is actually a very good system. I'm ready to go back to that right now.
They say it has flaws, though, because, again, there are areas where it is flawed, because it doesn't necessarily give the everyday person still, in its sense, the chance to really have in the first place, because we'd be given every last thing we got. But the chicken pour the egg. Like, you know what I'm saying? The syrup pour the pancake.
Right. Like our current system, capitalist, it's the have and the have-nots. At least if you have a barter system, hey, man, if you know how to crank a wrench, if you're good with your hands, you're going to survive. I mean, I'm not a handyman. I'm probably going to be out here. I'm going to have to sell my body, dude. Like, I don't know how to fucking build shit. I'm going to have to sell myself, bro. It's
Dakota,
not fair.
I don't think you're going to be at any shortage if it comes to that, because you're going to be like old gigolo type. Yeah. Like, you be getting... You probably be getting it all done.
I'm gonna be cheap, dude. I'm gonna be like 2 for 1s and fucking all sorts of shit. So it's
You're
like,
killing me.
but in those times, I will barter with what I got to. I got brute strength, I'll lift some shit, I'll be the fucking.
No, I feel you. We all got strengths and shit for sure, no doubt. Like, and there's gonna be positives out of it. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to like sheer resources, that's the motherfucker. That almost makes it. The only problem with bartering is that it wouldn't give us any relief. Is all I'm saying. Like, yes, it'd be relevant in a way, but it also would come off pretty rough for each person depending on the exchange because you're trying to wholeheartedly hope that this other person wants to work with you. Like that means you either better have good relations with said people you're dealing with, or at least be okay with knowing what do they want from you in exchange. Because like you said, this shit could get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Be like your earlier comment about P. Diddy as he's coming out, it's like hello, and it's like, oh fuck no. It's like,
what's up?
This was not the agreed. You're like, goddamn.
Hey, I know you.
And
like
that's what I mean. The rich would still topple us because, in a weird way, like they'd still have all the resources to boot. You know what I mean? But in a sense, like
what you said,
it would cause change, no doubt.
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, I think I didn't wrestle. Nah, I never said that. Not me, bro. Yeah, boy, take that. I'd be like, no, sir. I'd be like, dude, there's got to be some fucking dudes you can fuck besides me. Where are the bitches? Like, I don't care if you videotape me, as long as they're fucking 18 to 99 with a pulse. I'm good, bro. Come on.
Wow, bro.
As long as they have a pulse, bro. No Cosby, no Diddy, dog. Come on. No R. Kelly.
That's the one I still find hard to believe is old Bill Cosby because, like, come on, man. Like, I think, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. He probably did do the shit. Like, I won't lie, but it's just like the way it came out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it flooded everything. It was like, yeah, it goes way back, and it's like, and I still don't know that everybody that knew him really maybe just didn't. Like, because again, it was like, and again, like, how is Bill Cosby gonna look trying to go to the club roofing everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, baby? Hey, baby.
Well, Cosby's free. I believe his case was overturned. He's out of prison.
But I mean, there's got to be some, possibility that, I mean, again, I'm not gonna say like we're men, dude. Like we probably fucked up. We probably fucked up at that point. Like we probably pressed the lady or something at one point. It's like, oh, okay, fucked up.
Like, I've actually made a banana split, doggy style before. Use your imagination. I guarantee he's throwing pudding on the bitch's pussy. He's like, throwing pudding, shit, eating them and shit, and fucking.
Talking about like the R. Kelly.
Him to sleep. The bitches are. He's over there. Like,
okay, since we're on the topic and you're very close to the Dave Chappelle skit on me, man.
Like, fuck Bill. And they go to sleep, and the motherfucking bitch wakes up. He's still eating them and shit.
Because you're basically doing the R. Kelly fucking the Dave Chappelle
and stuff, and and then they feel bad. And they tried to
because you're basically
some pudding pop on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's all he was doing. Shout out to fucking Bill.
No, for real though. I'm just saying, like, because you damn near played out the Dave Chappelle R. Kelly skit. This is something I want to say is that I think in a weird way they probably did it. Don't get me wrong, but R. Kelly and Mystical. Do you know Mystical, the rapper? Mystical.
Yeah.
Okay, I like these guys. I grew up listening to these guys, man. And what I want to say is I know they probably done fucked up too. I'm not going to try and like reduce guilt or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is that, it's fucked up is two dudes like that they've been through it. They've been put through it. They've been held accountable. They've been dragged through the shit before. How fucked up is it that in recent they get called out on the same exact shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much can we trust that shit when they, are fighting their case and some are so easy to just want to go, fuck it, throw them away. They're a repeat offender, man. Like, again, let's just say, like, I'm not trying to be an advocate too much or nothing. I'm not saying I, think it's okay for people out there that are like offenders or repeat offenders. I'm just saying, like, let's just say on the note being slander, what are the odds that all it took was somebody to say, yeah, he did it again. He didn't fucked up. He did the exact same shit to me, blah, 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 blah. Like, remember they did this shit to Ben Roethlisberger and the shit got disproved because at least Ben Roethlisberger had people behind him going, okay, we're going to fight this. How many times would it take for somebody to just want to fail for R. Kelly or Mystical and just be like, nope, sorry, you got to go do it time again. You got to go.
Personally, I believe Ben Roethlisberger is 100% guilty and R. Kelly is innocent So is Cosby.
Well, see, there you go. I'm just saying, and it's a matter of how do you disprove it? Like, okay, well, how is one disproved and the other not?
Because he's white and he had the money. Okay, they don't like a black rapist, but you could be a white one. Fuck. Okay, I don't mean to get racist. Damn it.
No, I get what you're saying. There's some subjecting in that I think does make sense. Like somehow I feel like they drug each dude through the mud in so much a similar way through it all while they were, probably on a good rise to like, where their next level would have been to doing well for themselves, being out there. And as soon as somebody took offense to something, or as soon as somebody, blew another whistle, said, hey, this is what happened, like everyone went balls to the wall. And I'm like, that just kind of seems very suspect to me too, because how bad would it be to know we're in times where all it takes is somebody to be slanderous enough and just be like, yep, they fucked up. They did something horrible over here, and then all fucking no punches, pulled and shit. All the whole fucking system and everything about it is trying to target you. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you did this, we're gonna get you now, and it's like, now we're gonna make you jump through the hoops. Now we're gonna make you lose your freedom. Now we're gonna make you do time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucked up. Like all it takes is somebody to just fucking bitch significantly enough, and your whole world could change.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we live in a day's age where it's literally like a thumbnail. We're a thumbnail away from a clip or whatever. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I after the show, you could whatever I said tonight, you could be like, Dakota Harris says, he wants to fuck 17-year-olds. I didn't say that. I said between 18 and 99.
I heard you, man. I get it. I ain't worried about nothing. But I see what you're saying.
Live in that world.
Take shit out of context, even. But that's what I'm saying too. If you took shit out of context, if you tried to roll with it in a unrealistic, unfavoring way to one side, then that's still biased, right? That's biased. So I mean, again, if you're just, again, and I'm not saying there's no relevance behind it, but I'm just saying like what happened to like people actually had to provide a case. We see so much shit passed on in the news or in media and shit, the way it gets either eaten up by people or it gets passed on. And it's just like, you see which like things become trends or what becomes the main social points now. Like, I honestly got to say it can be rough and not everyone may agree, but I like a lot of the talks we've had on here and we're just kind of bullshitting. It's just random. Nobody really knows which way we're going with it. We maybe try to hold a subject or something, and I'm not saying nothing against us, but again, there's a lot of shit to talk about, really. So it's like we couldn't even possibly cover it all by ourselves. But it's just like that would be kind of interesting that it's a different outlet. I like this version because this is down to day shit. This is as much as we can say because we live the day shit that we see. You know what I mean? Whereas like if you look at the news, it's all isolated. It's all shit. They, one form or another, they'd love for either the people to eat it the fuck up and start saying, like, I'm not robotic, bro. Like, I will talk about the shit that comes to my mind, till the day they tell me I can no longer think for myself. And in which case, I'm probably still going to do it and make them fucking off me, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know, man. I'm going to be on everybody's nerves if it came down to it.
I think, in the future, they're going to try to put thought crimes on us to where it's a crime.
You think so?
And using your brain. Yeah.
Like kind of like that movie Equilibrium. You ever seen that? Make it like illegal for people to feel emotions kind of thing. Make everyone kind of be like the closest they can to being like fucking drones.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie.
You seen that movie? No? Check that shit out. Equilibrium, bro. That shit was fucking out here. Way out there.
Like that. Like the movie Time with Justin Timberlake.
In Time? Yeah, In Time. I remember that when people had to borrow time from each other. Everyone ran off like a biological clock built into their system that they're born with, basically. Once it expires, you die.
And that's kind of like the social credit score in China. If I'm sitting here...
Like a merit system?
Yeah. No, like in China, like you can't sit here drunk and talk about President Xi. And, I could sit here and say, fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck the politicians, fuck the government, fuck the homeschool your kids. Fuck the
a monarchy there, though, that's considered treason. Because, again, you're talking about Japan and, like, a monarchy system like they are. That's considered treason.
Wow.
God bless. That's, like, considered threatening in a sense, if you will, like rebellious.
America, damn it. Let's get my America.
America.
Bitches. Let's get my America flag. Where's my Trump hat? We gotta put the Trump hat back on. There we go. Now it's a show, brother. All right. America. This is a public service announcement. I just want to let you know I love you, America. I love America. America's got a lot of problems, a lot of its own. But you know what? We're a great country. We're all together, no matter what. And for those people who haven't left America, leave America. Go down to Mexico.
I think it was Cat.
Go to Canada. And then come back here and then bitch about your problems. And then we'll have a conversation. So God bless America.
Right.
And no place else. No place else.
Oh, good Lord.
America. Only fucking bless Americans. The rest of the world can get bombed and fuck Ukraine. Definitely
You're killing me, bro.
I support Russia. I do. I support Russia. I support Trump. I support Trump. I support Russia. I support Africa. I fuck China, fuck Ukraine, fuck North Korea. But let's make America great again.
Oh man.
I should drink it again, man. You know,
I think it was Cat Williams that had a skit, if I'm not mistaken, that was basically like, you don't like America, then fuck you. Basically, it was like, you know what? I've never known a place that he was like saying like basically where we can all have our problems, kind of like you were saying, but at the same time, we would still be all on the same fucking side to kicking everybody else's ass if they had something bad to say. So,
well, it's like
tripping, but
it's like the sibling, whatever. You know, if you like. You and your brother could talk shit all day, but if I say something about your brother, now you guys want to kick my ass. It's like, what the fuck? You called him a faggot?
Not necessarily, because my brother would probably get it too. He'd probably be like, oh, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, I hear you, and you're fucking hilarious for that head of state one with Chris Rock, that reference there with the God Bless America, no place else. Like, I remember that fucking movie was fucking hilarious, because looking back, that's a perfect example of how I feel about this shit. Like, it's all a joke, bro. Like, it's just... They all full of shit, man. Yeah. They all fucking out there, man. Who fucking knows what they're thinking?
My favorite thing in that movie was, how can you work at a hospital that you can't afford to get sick in? You work at a grocery store, but you can't shop there.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we're at, too. It's fucked up.
Gamble in the motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, so like, exactly.
But that shit makes so much sense. If I was the president, if you dedicated your life to an industry, if
shit ain't right.
If you work for Ford, God damn it, you should drive a Ford truck for the rest of your life. Your kid should drive a Ford if you work for the Ford plant. If you're a nurse, your immediate, your significant other, your immediate Ford family members should have fucking health care. Like, if you work,
well, that's the goal, isn't it? That's the goal, is to try and have something out of it for sure. That's the goal.
But if you work in a grocery store, you should be able to just fucking get groceries. You should be able to fucking fill up a cart every day before you leave.
Well, think about it. We work for the company 365 days a year, every day, every year that we're there, making a total profit of God knows what it comes out to being, bro. Right? Like, you know, each person bringing in a certain amount of revenue. And then, you know, all we get is like 20% discount on whatever the fuck they're still trying to sell us. Damn near no different from being same as everybody else gets to deal with. So there is some interesting facets there about what you're pointing out. You know, you would think places could. I guess what it comes down to is we wish, in a sense, that they could afford to go more all out for us. You know, like if you worked at that said grocery store or whatever, you would think like, as you know, it was like the old school mafia or some shit. Like if you did a hard day's work and you did everything you needed to do and you handled yourself right, you'd go home with some groceries, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe that's old school, not just mob, but maybe that's just old school is what I'm trying to say. Is like there was a certain level of dignity in everything. You know, it's like if you had to be degraded all day and do what you had to do and, you know, not have people pull their punches and, you know, people were, you know, basically having it out on your own ass, you know, then you at least went home with something too. You know, like think about those old school examples of like old school where it was like we whipped somebody's ass, but after like if you ever seen that movie like Secondhand Lions, that old school shit where he whips all them youngins' asses in the little general shop or whatever, and then he like throws a steak, takes them back home, throws a steak on their ass, and takes them, lets them go home with a fucking steak, basically. And it was like, I whipped your ass, but I was still nice enough to give you a fucking something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Or coming
there's
into
a
work
difference in
and not
being given dignity for sure.
If I go to work for 8 hours or 40 hours a week, 32, it doesn't fucking matter. Feed me, motherfucker. You want me to come to work for $12 an hour plus my little tips and then, pay back 20 to eat. So I'm actually only getting paid for 7. I have to pay back food to the same company I'm working at. But feed me.
Yep. Again, you would think there would be some dignity in it, but again, what they bring it down to is basically not that they can't afford it, it's that they don't budget around that kind of shit.
Nah.
They're looking at what they want to get done, and again, with all this developmental plan, I'm surprised like the owner ain't lost his shit a couple more times, and kind of been parading up and down and around, you know what I mean, getting on everybody's ass. So at the same time, it's like, knowing when our supervisors are a little edgy and they're hitting us the fuck up, about making sure we get this and that done. Making sure we get this and that done, like I have no doubt it's coming from all the uppers and shit. And there's so many of them, I wouldn't even know who's above our direct supervisors, to be honest. I just know I ain't trying to get on the bad side of nobody. But it's just like, it's crazy because like I'm on that other note from way couple back shows and all, but it's like, I don't want to be in a predicament where it's like, if it came down to it, they could just figure they could get rid of me and be like, oh, we don't need him, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know kind of you might have missed a part of this when you stepped away, but it's like when each of us brings in a certain amount of revenue for these people, like we make them money in the front lines and shit. Nobody bitches about that shit because everybody knows that's not a winning battle you can fight. But it's like to bring it to our attention again, every once in a while, like, dude, like we're making you guys the money, off our sales that could be, greater than what we're seeing. Sometimes, we wish we could, have the dignity of, like you said, like have those few little things just managed, and it's like, I know sometimes we've been hit with some nicety here and there about it, but like, again, it shouldn't be something we have to, like, I get where you're coming from. It shouldn't be something we have to, like, practically beg for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already doing all the work. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have to beg for a little bit of the fucking benefit, too. Like, it's like, y'all get your cake and get to eat it, right? And I just get a little slice of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Cake, whatever. What's around that, no, whatever. But that's the goal, man, is we're all trying to have something in the first place.
Yeah. It don't take a lot, man. These billionaire owners, I don't care, if you're making anything above 25 million, which is still a valuable kind of.
That's pretty good, man. If you're making that,
okay, let's say
may not seem like it, but that's pretty good.
Billionaire, but he's still profiting. Would you say like $25 million a year? You would think, you have all these properties, but you're making like 20 million a year, bro. Like in your pocket after you pay every fucking body. What the fuck, man? Can I get
got more than bro? That's probably a low estimate and low average, but I see what you're saying. Like, you know what I mean? If you're still doing all right.
That's fucking low. No. That's after he pays the light bill for all his properties, his mortgage and his Hawaii yacht, his fucking Puerto Rican home, his Canadian home, his fucking bungalow in the fucking Yellowstone, his fucking ski resort pass in all 52 states. You're still walking away with like a fucking 25-50 million fucking dollars.
With that being said, let's put it like this. How come it's the difference being what we're mentioning? The difference being is why we're considered entry level still for where we're at, even though we're like the face. We're, like I said, we're the ones making the money on a frontline basis.
They see
and
Mr.
And yet it's like it's the upper management that are the ones that, even though they're not getting paid, based on hourly because they're getting salary, that's what justifies people that have certain skills and management as they go up, and why you need CEOs making couple million themselves or whatever, or freaking like the MODs making at least 100,000, maybe if they're lucky 75,000, whatever it is. Like, you know, that's crazy that all they got to do is show up. And some of their shit is medial too. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's very medial. And it's like you're making double, triple what I'm making. And it's like I'm doing all the fucking work, bro. You're doing all the fucking work.
And let's talk about nepotism for a minute. You know, most of these, especially in Reno and these small towns, in a town like this, it's who you know. You know, there's a lot of brown nosing, there's a lot of ass kissing. Oh, I went
I
to
mean,
high
I
school.
notice what you mean. Yeah.
You know, I've noticed this just being back for 2 years that I'm battle born through and through, but I moved around so much. I don't have connections, you know, established in certain places. I can go to Vegas and maybe get one or two hookups on a job. But it's gonna be just be a job, you know, a little, you know, hey, I got this for you. But a lot of these positions are like these motherfuckers are not qualified for them in the first place. They have no vision. They're scared. They're timid. You know, they don't communicate well.
And yet these are the people that are in these positions because they maybe not just because they know somebody, but because they maybe do have certain qualifications that see them in management positions. Like, I mean, it's funny how not everybody you figure that goes to college to learn business is going to make it, but it's like just because they got a business degree, now all of a sudden they're valuable.
That or like they look the part, or like mentally, I could be a manager, but I could not be a manager. Like I
But
honestly,
that's what I'm saying. There's different qualification reasonings, is what you're saying. It's not just what's on paper. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not just that what you're comfortable doing. It's the fact that can you actually lead? Can you do these
well, I
things
don't.
that are also qualified that you need to be
Yeah,
qualified to do? Can you help somebody else in their position, knowing it comes down to you? You know
oh,
what I
for
mean?
sure. But I think a lot of the people that are in those positions, they don't have those traits. It's like either the paper or a friend. Like
Yeah.
if I was a manager, I'm a
Or just don't care, or just
yeah,
reflect that
I'm a
they just don't
visionary
care.
where I really don't give a fuck if you come in 15, 20 minutes late every damn day. I mean, after 6 months, maybe okay, but like I'm a manager to where like I want to see
It's
the
the effort.
sales. You know, I want to like, why is the bartender over there on his fucking phone reading a book on his Bluetooth, scratching his balls, going to fucking take a smoke break every 5 minutes? Like, I'm looking at that sort of stuff. I don't care if you fucking have your Bluetooth in your fucking ear while you're talking to a customer. I really don't care. I'm looking at, I would be the manager that's, I guess, above the floor manager or something. Like,
I guess you could just call it
it's really
unconventional.
like
I get what you're
marketing
saying.
or something
It's
like,
considered more
yeah,
like unconventional.
yeah, or marketing or like promotions or just like,
I think you'd make a kick ass attempt in marketing if you did, man. Like I think that
yeah, like I don't give a fuck if you have your name tag on. Oh, Jonathan, you know you have to come into work clean shade. Now I'll give it to text me and tell me like, hey man, I'm running late. I'm fucked up. I didn't go home last night. I'm that manager to be like, all right, bro, gotcha. Just get here within 30 minutes. And then if you're not here within 30 minutes, then we'll have a conversation. But it's like, dude, I'm covering for your ass, dude. Like, what, if you're still fucking up, but yeah, like I'm the guy who's like, how can
I
we get
think that's the difference though.
like we need bodies. Fuck the bodies that
But
are
I think that's the difference is you're looking at it unconventionally because you know it's like unconventional times. Like you know it's not ideal already. So you're like, I'll work with what effort I'm given and I respect that. Whereas like a lot of these people they're looking at it like it's a code thing, like everything's code. You see what I'm saying? Because they need everything to be the code, you know, and that's why they be jumping my shit. I got to make sure everything's looking good in this fashion, both front and back of the house. And that's what I'm saying. Not everyone considers a lot of what any of us do. Really, is what I'm saying. Like they. It's almost no different than being subjugated. You know what I mean? Like we're being given like lesser treatment for doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the ones that handle so much of everything that we got to be careful how we do what we do. You know what I mean? We're looking out for the company. You know what I mean? And it's like you said, back to what we were saying earlier, it is kind of the fucked up thing about how it's like almost like we look at it and it's not even like we're really worried. We're like, we'll work it off. We're like, no sweat off my back, whatever. It's kind of, it's whatever. It would have been better being given the dignity, and all, or being considered, when you brought up ideas before. So again, like I think you'd make a killing in marketing or management if you wanted to, but it's just like, do you really see yourself as wanting to be there, bro? Like knowing that it's no problem to go all out like that. But it's like, would you really want to think about it like that? Like after a while, do you think our managers don't feel that shit? Like they don't wake up every morning and kind of go, do I really feel like I'm gonna be able to do this shit today? Like just have to go in and just micromanage the shit out of everything, you know what I mean? And get to that level where I'm like, hey man, if I got to, then I gotta.
Micromanaging, no, but I don't think they give the managers the reins to do what they want to do. But if I had the reins, see, first of all, no, that's ultimately what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about management. I just want to be a bartender because you're kind of like the manager in a way. You manage yourself. I don't have to listen to nobody. I see, one or two people every week or so, and then the customers, even if they have a question, they always come to the bar. Hey, I can't. I've been on the floor for an hour. I haven't had a drink. Well, I got you, sir. Or hey, I have a spill. So it's like, I like bartending, but no, I think overall, fuck the corporate shit. But if they gave me the reins, like if I was a manager and if I was in this position, marketing promotions, and I said, yo, give me a fucking budget. You can fire me and give me a timeline. Maybe it's going to be sped up. Okay. Damn, you want it done that fast? Okay. Give me a timeline. Give me a budget. If I don't need it, I'll resign myself. But I
think that's what I'm most in agreement with is it's just like, give me a chance, bro. Like, let me kind of show you what I can do, and I feel you because I'd like to make full-time bartender.
Yeah. Well, but the people say that the marketing and promotions, from my perspective, they're not doing what can be done. All the ideas I've had, the flyers I've made on Canva, every time somebody comes in, oh, it's pretty dead in here, huh? And then I go into my spiel, and it's like, as a manager, I don't know what fucking manager it is, what title it is, but damn, homie, like that motherfucker isn't doing his job. I could get that place popping. I swear to God, popping. Like they don't even know.
Like that means even if it was like you and me going out handing out flyers at this point, bro. Like I would do that shit in a heartbeat if we could get them to approve the shit. You know what I mean? Like give us
I've
like give us that
trucks. I've already talked to two taco trucks here in Sparks. And I didn't say much, but I said, hey, I work downtown at the J Resort. There's 4 big ass parking lots and they own all that shit. I said, if I can get you guys there during a weekday, say for 3 to 4 hours, would you be willing to come? And both people said, fuck yeah. Like, yeah. And I asked him, I said, would you be willing to pay up to $500? That's all I said, dead ass, because I'm sure, I don't know what. And they said yes. On a weekday, they're willing to give J Resort $500 just to park and see what happens.
Okay.
So like
that would have been a good idea to move on.
I've mentioned this. I told Will this.
Think about this though. What kind of an idea they're sitting on as they've been sitting on it, and I've heard even a couple guests mention it, and I kind of touch note on it a couple times, which is they got that stage there in the lounge, right? And they're worried about trying to get people in the door. Like you said, we're all kind of trying to get something going here. We'd like to help. Even if it's just we're all on our social media and people are like, hey, yeah, I'm going in, come check me out, even if that's all you and me can do at this point, even a little bit. But, like, for instance, like they have that stage, right? And I've even had guests ask me, like, so what, they don't have music like around the clock or nothing? And we're like, no, right now it's just Fridays and Saturdays. Think about what kind of crowd they could draw in if they had some kind of like live event for like any given time. Like, how Circus does a show every hour? Have music, somebody that, or even if it's not music, like if it's someone like yourself, give someone a little bit of a stage to get some exposure to just kind of be out there, for a minute and just, kind of get people to fucking find a way to be like, want to either play the venue, or like come in and check it out.
Poetry, flowetry, comedy. Like there's so many, and you don't have to pay artists. You don't have to pay a band.
No, because they could want to just get the exposure if they're young and local,
Week, you can get local acts to go up there, or some drunk doofus that wants to tell a few jokes, and that becomes the theme to where that's all people want to see is just like a little bit of what do you have to offer? What?
And shout out to our others. You know, we had Reckless Envy. We also got the Ebony and Not So Ivory. I don't know if they're scheduled to come back, but
First of all, Melania is here, guys. Melania is here. She's in the Oval Office. She's mocking me. My wife is mocking me because I use my hand gestures, and this is my power. See, this is the way I control the crowd. Everybody, so make sure my ties are matched for the upcoming week, and my meals are cooked. Okay, and fold my drawers. Okay, that's all I need from you. Okay, she's looking at you.
it's gonna kill you, bro.
Pack my lunch in the morning, girl. All right.
How's your other thing going? How's your other thing going, though?
All right, love you, baby. Love you. I mean,
Just on that other note, how's your other thing going, though? You said you got your other job, right?
oh yeah. Look, man, I'm a big deal here at Harris's Drinking. I don't have. I'm a YouTuber, bro. I don't have a job. My last YouTube check was $5,600. Okay, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm just manifesting people. Excuse me. No, my other job, bro. I'm a custodian slash a maintenance man or maintenance man slash custodian, whatever the fuck you want to throw it in there. I've done probably I think 9 shifts so far. There's potential with this job. I'm gonna throw you on mute just for a minute. Why? There's potential with this job. You know, long term, it has the PERS, the retirement. You know, the benefits. I'm 37, but I'm a YN. I'm a YN. Okay, I feel like a YN, a young ninja. Okay. Oh shit! John busted out the Kahlua. Hold on, ladies
I'm so broke. That's all I got to drink.
Drink it again. Harris is drinking again. Pubcast. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. All this. I wish I had a money for a bottle of this and that. And the motherfucker had some Kahlua stashed away. Typical desert sick Nevadan.
I had one already. It was a Kahlua and cream. I'm so broke. It's all I got, bro. Is some Kahlua. So I'm like,
John, look, John.
I couldn't let you drink alone.
Okay, we've given you a lot of money. We've given you a lot of time. The last administration, they were idiots. Okay, you drank. You had it in your fridge. You had it in your fridge the whole time. You're gonna come here and disrespect us and disrespect the America. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I got Trump in my brain. I'm a fucking Trump maniac. I can't help it. Let me take off this hat. Let me take off the goddamn hat. The hat has too much power. The hat has too much power, guys. This fucking nation is gonna be good again. I don't give a damn about none of this shit. The news. I'm telling you right now, as one man to another, one father. He's a father of a little girl. I'm a father of a fucking boy. Okay, fuck the baby boomers. Okay, fuck our parents. Seriously, the people that were born from like 19. I gotta throw everybody in there, but realistically, the 82. Okay, to like the 92 fucking babies right now. Okay, the 25 to 40-year-olds. We are the hope. We are gonna be the boomers and the whatever generations above the boomers, the fucking Cadillac converter, whatever the hell they are, the dinosaurs. The World War I generation. Okay, the World War Oneers, the Hitlers. Okay, let's call them the Hitlers. They are gonna be us. We're gonna be them. Because these fucking millennials are shit. The Gen Zs are shit. My son generation, the alphas, they're gonna be shit. Fucking alphas are fucking shit. But the alphas are the sons of Generation Y. I'm from Generation Y. I think John's a little younger. He might be a millennial, whatever. I don't even know.
I'm what's before millennial, because it's not Gen X. It's like I'm like Y, I guess.
Are you
Gen
born?
Y?
Are you born before 1992?
I'm 92 exactly.
Okay, shout out to you, because my brother Trey, my little brother, is born in 92. So we got a 5-year difference. That's the absolute cutoff. Absolute. If you're born in 93, 94, there's a couple people that creep through the cracks. But for the most part, they're fucking pansies, bro. Like, if you're 10 in 2004, you're a little bitch. I'm just saying. But if you're
06, I was in middle school graduating or some shit, bro. 06 was my fucking one of my years.
You have that little room, and hopefully you had an older sibling. But 87, we had the fucking no. I've just had a cell phone for equally as long as I've been alive. I got my first cell phone 18. I'm 37.
So shit, you're only a little younger than my older siblings.
I had that scraped knees and the whole shit. Street lights come on. Old living.
Oh, I know what you mean, because all my siblings are actually a little older than you, I guess, because most of my siblings are like 85. So
okay, yeah, that's perfect. If you're born in 1992 or 1 or 89, and you have siblings that are born in like the 80s, but 92,
I grew up on most of the shit my sister fucking was into, to be honest. And I know that sounds weird a little bit, but I mean, my sister was bumping Marilyn Manson back in the day and shit. And I was like, okay, I don't know about this shit, but I was like listening to Will Smith back when it was getting jiggy with it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still little as fuck, but I'm just saying, like, I was, into some of those influences even prior to my age. I even paid attention. Like, I got no disrespect for my elders. I grew up with respect for my elders, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, times were different, that's for sure. Even for me, like,
Yeah. 92 is not bad. That's the cutoff, though, man. The whole rant was you have to be able to talk like this. Okay, I'm a shock jock. I'm an internet shock jock, whatever. I'm gonna talk crazy. These are my real views. There's certain things I stand on, and I feel like if certain people from 87 and on, 87, 92, 82, if they don't speak about it, there's not gonna be, the shit's gonna die out. Like the heart that certain people have is gonna die out. So I just have to be like this, because
I admit I hella relate with like Gen X and shit, man. Like they like you were just saying a second ago, like there's something about the fact that we had exposure in a sense early on. You know what I'm saying? We got used to seeing different shit.
This is the only thing with the extras, though. There's a bunch of cool extras. A lot of the extras are fucking gays, though, dude. These 47 to 52-year-olds, these 56. A lot of the fucking, they're pussies too. Some of the boomers, they're a mixture, man. Because some of the dopest motherfuckers are boomers, but they're like a dying breed. Those are the ones you say, he's the last of a dying breed. Most of them are
for sure.
Most of the boomers are like sheep. They were like robots.
Some of them are like, for real though, like they're hella OG. Like they just, you don't know shit about it. Some people wouldn't care to know shit about it.
No, yeah. There's like a certain percentage that's like OG as fuck, but then you have like just like in our generation, bro. Okay, think about this.
Whoops,
John, work with me here. Okay, we had COVID. Okay, since you were born, 92. 1993, the first Trade Center attacks happened. I don't know about that, but it happened. I was 6. Then we had 9/11, and then we had a fucking pandemic, Dr. Fauci and the whole fucking bullshit with the COVID. So since you've been alive, I've been alive. We've had 3 like main things. Then the Xers, they had the crack epidemic. well, they had we had the crack epidemic. They had like the 70s, peace and love, Reaganomics, okay, whatever, 560.
That was definitely 80s. That was definitely 80s.
And then the boomers had, civil rights, a little bit, color television, peace and love, and then the six that we had. But anyway, so
Well, I mean, we also had you kind of. I know I get you're doing a kind of bigger scale one, but I'm saying there's a lot of things that were affected. Like even before '92, but by '92, you had like turf wars that were crazy in LA. I mean,
I'm
I
just saying.
think what was it '92? They had a truce between the Bloods and the Crips and shit. So
Oh no, I'm not trying to get that deep. I'm not trying to get that deep. I'm just saying like the major ones, like just major ones.
right, like catastrophes or shit like that. I mean, you had Katrina. Yeah. No, I mean, we had we had several other hurricanes.
Now they're trying to censor us. Free speech is under attack. Gender fucking bullshit. You can only be a man or a woman. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can fucking change your sex. Fuck you. I don't care. You're born a male or a female, bitch. That's it. Plants. It's very simple. 1 and 1. So fuck the transgenders. I'm tired of that shit. I don't give a fuck about a fucking transgender, but I'll serve you a goddamn cocktail, whatever. What the fuck do you want? Okay, put some money in the fucking machine and pay me, bitch. Fucking man, she. Anyway, sorry. So we have a fight to fight, man. I'm here to fight that fight. I know you're here to fight that fight, but you have a different fight. You're a different breed. I'm a different breed.
I'm not too worried. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like I was saying earlier, way earlier. It's like, to me, the word would be delusional. If there are some out there delusional enough to think like, okay, like suddenly someone else says like they identify as something else. At this point, all I know is I'm not the type to want to argue it with somebody. I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, like, I know people and I got family members that identify differently, so I mean, like, not maybe orientation wise, but the way that conversation used to be previously, which was, for those that are LGBTQ or plus is whatever it is now, like, I might say some shit, but I mean no disrespect. I'm just saying, coming from my viewpoint, being what I know.
Even if you disrespect, it's okay.
And that's fine. I'm not necessarily the type to pop off. Maybe I'll have my days. This is the rant station, so maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get John drunk. I mean,
you never know what I might bitch about if I get in the mode. I'm just saying, like, I don't know anybody wants to go there with me sometimes. So it's like I don't want to drag nobody down a hole they don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Alice in Wonderland. I ain't beckoning for anyone to follow me down, but I'm on a trip myself,
Okay, say what you're gonna say, because actually, hold on.
I was just saying I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, okay, if somebody is either, in my opinion, what the word would become is delusional enough to believe whatever that shit is that they want to believe, however that is.
Oh yeah.
Then they're also the person that realizes that not everyone's gonna respond the way they want them to. So it's like, again, part of I'm not arguing this. Does not everybody understand? Just like I don't understand why, let's say they do. Okay, there are those out there that do, right? What is your main objective in trying to point it out to everyone else if it's about you to you? Like you said, the 1 and 1 thing. Like, however it is, if that's to you, that's to you. If that's to whoever else you're doing whatever you're doing with, then I don't know. I can't speak for them either, but I'm just saying that kind of is the level it hits for me. Is like I don't know what else to say. I'm not arguing it. I'm not defending it. I'm not attacking it.
The only thing is, you can't argue that. Is that like since like even if you're not into science, there's male and there's female. Like that's it.
Right. Well, I mean, there is also like, you know what I mean? Like there is a word for it and it's called, I think, androgynous.
Different biomes, organisms. Like
I mean, there's like a few terms for it, but I think there's one that's called androgynous, maybe is what it is. I'm not sure, but it's like
you could be what you want when you want. You could think it, but that's what you're saying, delusional. So these people are delusional, but you're literally either a bitch No, I'm sorry. You're either a
Well, I
male or
mean, hey, I
female.
don't know if you know this, but there are
I'm a
those that
male
are
or
born with. I mean,
female.
again, if you look up, I'm pretty sure if you look, I'm pretty sure the word is androgynous. If you look it up, I'm pretty sure it means that, like, scientifically, there are species that don't have either parts. You know what
Let's
I'm
look
saying?
it
But
up
there's also
before.
like some people out there that have both sets. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that is also.
Hold on.
I'm not sure, man. I don't want to get too far into this, but I'm just saying, like, I understand there's some differences, but I'm
Let's
just saying,
get.
like,
Hold on, John. Hold on. Slow your roll there. We're gonna. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna read
oh,
about
good lord.
it. Okay? I got it pulled up right here. I used to be in the spelling bee. Androgynous. 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 That is correct. Means having both masculine and feminine characteristics, or neither specifically masculine or feminine. It can also refer to biological sex or gender expression. Okay. Okay. See, that little reading makes me wrong, but I don't like that. But let's.
I don't know, bro. That's why I said I ain't trying to get too far into it because you know how science is. You could magically somehow have somebody create a whole new diagnosis or a whole new
I
fucking.
thought they created androgyny. How about that? When the fuck was androgyny created? How about that? How about that? How come they don't talk about that? No, I'm just kidding. No. But
No, you got a point there, bro. I'm just saying, like, I don't know all the facts necessarily to support that argument and or defend it. Like, I have no idea.
let's see. Ancient Greek. Okay, but we already know the Greeks got their shit from the Egyptians. See, I hate this bullshit, man. See, even off that, man. I'm sorry, man. Whatever the fuck. I consider myself an American Negro. I go.
God
Oh,
damn.
seriously, bro. Even though I was adopted by a white mom, raised in white Mexican Nevada culture, naturally, socially, whatever. Like I still, I'm to the black, whatever. The way I've been treated, words.
You're killing me over here, bro.
I rock with black culture, and then, but no, seriously, through the course of fighting myself, and I'm still fighting myself. Like on my white side, so called, I've never had a DNA test. I don't know. But I've studied like The Rock and the fucking satanic, fucking Aleister Crowley, and then I went down. I read the Satanic Bible.
Oh shit, you into some mysticism, huh?
Yeah, I studied Wiccan. I studied like all that far off shit, and then I
So
went.
what would you say about life and your spiritual journey at this point then?
Oh, well,
All these things being considered.
I'm getting that, and then I had to go down the black side, of course, and I studied chematology or Egyptology. Before it was called Egypt, it was called Kemet. Now the Kemet shit fucked me up because before Jesus, there was a Horus, the god of the sun and stuff, and Alexander, whatever the fuck, eighth or whatever, the 1492 and shit, or even before then, they raided Africa. They broke into the fucking temples. They Africa was so rich, and it was mostly whatever. Back then, it wasn't even called black. They were just Africans. They were Egyptians. They were Kemets. They were, and then it got fucked up, and now we call it black, white, like an African American. I believe most black people were already fucking here. That whole slave story is a little bit of bullshit, and that's what I wanted to get Tony Depp on the fucking podcast for. So along my spirituality and my journey,
I think to be honest, the thing that's misunderstood, and again, don't.
I believe I like the Holy Spirit, but this Jesus actual guy, like
Well,
Jesus,
let me put it like this.
I don't
Let me put
believe
it like this.
is of such. He was
I'm a big
definitely
person.
went by a different name, and there's Sapphirus. What is it called? Sapphirus Christos. There was many Christs. Supposedly, I don't know, but
I think the hard part about what you're trying to touch on in a way,
bro.
I think
Along my knowledge, Whitey, at least the European, my half, the Caucasoid that came from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm stupid and I read wrong shit. That's what some people will say, like Ray and different Christians. Who knows? But I tend to believe that the most taught thing, like Christian and Muslim and shit, is fucking wrong. Like not wrong in the sense of like, but it's the original thing was taken, and then it was like they built around that shit. Like, all let's teach this people this. But the original source is for sure. So I believe in a God, I believe in a creator, I believe in a power, but that power has been misconstrued and misdistributed so much that we struggle to get back to that source of the power. Maybe it's already within us. Maybe,
I
it's
think
also out there for us
I get where you're coming from.
to, but I think we have it's already in us, but we're so fucked up and we drink spirits and all this stuff is demonic. So I don't want
It
to
could be. It could
say
be in a sense. There's a lot of possibility in that.
I don't want to dismiss Jesus,
I
but
just
like
think that looking at it through history, because I'm a bit of a history person too.
I
Like
know
I
there's
really,
some spiritual shit out there, man. I'm trying to tap into it. I don't give a fuck who's gonna make me fucking whole. Can I
right,
tap into it, please? So I've been trying to
right.
sell myself for a while. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. I'm just saying. I think there's a lot of relevance to what you're saying. I think there's a lot more relevance to what history's trying to show us in ways that there's little parts and there's bigger parts. But I think what's hard to understand about history is just the way our brains try to comprehend how to chart it. Like, how do the events transpire? And for instance, I'm a bit of a history like I'm saying, I'm pretty astute with history. That from what I understand, what people may not understand, from what I've looked at in the history throughout, is that during that time era, like it wasn't like it was all one trip. It wasn't like it was just documented to be. It was one time they came through, like, oh, Christopher Columbus, all this. And I think the Christopher Columbus thing, there's a lot of bullshit around, no doubt. But like, for instance, when you mentioned like slave ships and stuff, like they existed, bro. Like they really did. But what people don't realize is that like back in the day, like that, it wasn't uncommon to like wherever sailors were landing from any of the major three crowns, because the three crowns as they were back then were England, Spain, and so it was like the UK, Spain, and who was it? It was the French. The French. Those were like the three main empires, if you will, at its heyday in the time that had naval fleets. So it wasn't unlike any of them to like wherever they landed, whoever they did business with, no matter if it was just some tribe somewhere they landed or something, they'd exchange goods and stuff. And people would also sometimes get like pulled in as crewmates. You know what I mean? They'd get wrangled up to the point where like that was common, to a point like pulling a few people here and there and being like, hey, come, serve with us. We'll give you, whatever. All you got to do is work, and be able to sail with us and do whatever, and you can come back. But at the time, like that shit started to change. It was like the draft is for us, if you will. You know what I mean? Where it was like once people really needed more and more shit as they were, going from place to place. You know what I mean? And they were, dropping shit off and doing business and dealing with this person and so and so. And that's the thing I don't think people realize is what's, also at play there is like there was a lot of influences. There was a lot of bigs, you know what I mean? When you're talking about empires where, like you mentioned, like the Romans or the Greeks or, like the shit goes on and everything's initially like built up on one thing, that it is funny that we all have like a recollection of something. It's just like trying to find those main pieces, piece it together, like you were saying, we're trying to find this, enlightenment, if you will. Like I need to know how to do that, or I need to figure out how to manifest this, or whatever. That yeah, I think it's definitely possible that
Yeah.
it's a lot of bullshit along the way too, no doubt.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think that's why we just. Let me ask you this: when you wake up every day, no matter how you wake up, no matter how much sleep you get, when your brain recognizes that, like, even if you get 45 minutes of sleep and it's kind of like that reset, when you wake up, do you how do I say it? Like, do you feel that you're not alone? Like do you like, you know what I'm saying? When do you like on your daily, do you feel like there's something or some source with you maybe that is going to help you out or something, like a spiritual whatever angel or something? Do you feel like this or no? Do you believe in this or no? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I believe in a lot of the variables of
Well, like,
spiritualism and like,
well,
having guides or angels or things like that.
like not believing, but like, how do you feel when you wake up? If that's a like a correct question, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because like, okay, like for me,
Well, I got to admit, that's a difficult one because for me, like, I'll be honest, like, sometimes when I first wake up, I suffer from PTSD.
okay,
So a lot of times I might wake up and it's out of nowhere. I might wake up and it's more like just that, like, when you're little, trying to, like, you wake up and you're trying to, like, check the room, you're trying to remember your surroundings, like, it's like orientating your brain, kind of. You know
yeah,
what I mean? With your surroundings, so you're comfortable again because you're like, oh fuck, because I don't know, about nobody else's situation, but I know through mine, like mine really gets affected usually when I'm out of it for a minute because it takes a lot to try and like crash out. Another reason why I smoke weed is one of the things I know that can help me do the few things I really need to do, like sleep, eat, you know, try to feel better when I'm sore as fuck, not think about bullshit. So, but yeah, no, like for me, I really do feel like there's always a bit of a presence. Sometimes, it feels like nudges, I feel like I've been blessed with, again, the ability to still be here. I must be here for some kind of reason, kind of thing. So I
must be here
wouldn't
for a
presume to
reason.
say
Oh
I know
yeah,
what it is, but it's like, obviously I've been told a lot of things, and sometimes I find it hard to believe when people have like praised me or things like that. And said I made a big impact in some kind of way. And I go, huh, I felt like I was just doing the daily decent thing to do. You know what I mean? Like from day to day, and it's just like, it's funny how, the spirit that's within us can be the presence alone enough. You know what I'm saying? Which means, like you said earlier, it's kind of like it is us. You know what I mean? We're the ones that make shit happen, if you will. I do believe that there's a lot to life, the world we're in, things that's going on that if we really knew the full scope of it, we would really have a different perspective, sure. But it's like it's not always in seeing things that lets us know we can believe in it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta believe even in the things you don't see. So I'm optimistic that things will get better too. At least I hope, because it sure can't get much worse. Like you said, we've had pandemics, we've had major difficulties, things going on. So it's like, hopefully it is time that things got better little by little, or however it takes.
yeah, yes,
Anyway,
sir.
I think my shit's about to die. So
All right, brother, man. Yeah. Oh, just
no,
over
it's
two
been
hours
fun,
here in
man.
the Harris Drinking Again pub, man. Thank you, Jonathan,
Yeah, man,
for
this has been
tapping
fun. I
in,
appreciate
bro.
you having me here, man, as always.
Yeah, man. You have a good rest of your night. I'll see you Saturday.
For sure. See you then.
We got a lot of blessings, man. Hey, dude, we're gonna get some billionaires, millionaires. We're gonna get some $1,000 tippers, some life-changing people at J Resort downtown Reno.
Bro, I'm
Let's
optimistic
go.
too. Let's go. Let's see it, man. I
Let's
hope. We'll
manifest
see
this
it,
shit.
hopefully.
No, not that
Should be
one.
fun, hopefully. Let's
We're gonna get
see.
some ballers in there, bro. You're gonna get $1,000 tip. You're gonna get $1,000 tip before June. I
Bro,
wanted to say
speaking on it,
April.
I really
Let's
want to
say
go see that Nappy Roots show, but we're going to be working it. Maybe we'll be lucky to get to meet the guys like we did at Bone Thugs. That was hella cool to have Bone Thugs chilling with us in the lounge. Maybe the
uh
Nappy Roots guys will have an after party with us or some
no
shit.
Nappy Roots. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get
I
Nappy
like
Roots on the
them.
motherfucking Pubcast. How about that? I'm gonna be
That would
chopping
be
it
that
up.
would
I'm
be
like,
the
bro.
shit, dude. That
I'm gonna
would
be
be
like,
the
bro.
shit.
me fucking interview you. Come on, we'll.
Bro, you gotta try at least, right?
Yeah, we're manifesting it right now.
I mean, I can't wait. That should be a bomb ass show, man. When they come,
Pubcast. I'm gonna get Chris Calico on the show, bro.
that would be legit.
As long as I have breath in my thing and the channel, I mean, whether it's a year, 2 years, watch. And I'm gonna clip this clip right here. Thursday, March 6th, 10:11 p.m. Dakota James Harris says he's going to interview Chris Calico on the fucking Pubcast. I've met him a bunch of times, but I'm still manifesting it, and I am. I'm going to interview Dev Dude, too, and SPM. Shout out.
For sure. That would be legit.
Fucking retire. But you have a good night, bro.
For sure. You too, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.
I will, man. All right.
Thanks again.
Yes, peace. Sir. Harry's drinking again. Pubcast. Harry's. Nah, man. Hey, you guys see how I get fired up like that? You know. Like alcohol a little bit, you know, I might get buzzed or something, you know, just a little haze over my brain. But when the camera comes on, you know, but you gotta stop telling people about it and stuff and just do it. I get it. But it's real. Like, it's real, man. This is gonna happen, man. Shout out, man. I'm gonna interview Chris Calico. I will interview Devin the Dude. I will have an SPM interview either in jail or when he's free on the streets. South Park Mexican. South Park from the heart, jumpstart the game. Everybody in my hood selling crack cocaine. Okay. And like a few other personal ones. Like I really want to interview Don Cheadle and Marlon Wayans. You know, like as far as actors. I mean, the list goes on, but there's like really only like 10, 20 motherfuckers that like, probably like a top 25. You know, it's crazy because like I think maybe 5 of the motherfuckers might be from Houston and shit, Texas and shit. Man, shout out to Texas in the building, bro. I've never been to Texas. I want to go to fucking Texas. I feel like if I go to Texas, I'll never want to leave. Nevada boy, Nevada to Texas. You know, straight up. Sorry, I'm just texting my mama back. So I'm gonna play some other beats. You know, maybe I might bust out a flow or something. But that's only if we feel it. Here, my Lamborghini. Nah, I don't give a damn about your Lamborghini, brother. Okay. Hey, what do you know? I might go to the casino, bro, and just flow. Take a couple dollars. I know I got 10 or 20 free play, bitch. Now holla. That's really my thoughts. I've fallen into a certain routine here back in Nevada, the desert sickness. I don't really give a fuck, you know. I have a certain respect. And of course, my situation right now, I want to have the ultimate respect, but I like to get high, you know. I like to do certain things, and I have a clip that I'm not gonna put out because I talked about it on the show already. I've told you, but like having the clip keep replaying in people's heads, people think of you one way. And I'm not just some crazy fucking drug addict, but I'm a fucking drug addict, okay? And maybe I put on more than I do. It's part of the shtick, whatever the fuck the shit is, you know. Tourette syndrome, ADHD, and man, what the fuck is Ray doing right now? Actually, see, I don't always need Ray next to me, but right now I just thought of a thing. He doesn't like to come on over the fucking shit. Let me call this motherfucker real quick. I just maybe the Lord tell me like, yo, call your brother right now because usually, you know. Let's just see real quick, man. Because usually
What up?
Harry's drinking again. What's up, brother Ray? Brother Ray.
Yes.
Now I'm live, man. I'm just giving you a call.
Whatever.
I didn't know if you wanted to, if I sent you the link, if you wanted to tap in, but I just wanted to get Brother Ray's voice on the line. And maybe if you want to just give an update and a shout out to the people, man. You know, before.
Oh, am I on the air right now?
We are on TNR episode 126, and you know,
okay.
I just wanted to basically before I wrap up the show, I needed Brother Ray on the line, and a couple of people asked for you, brother. You know, they wonder, hey, where's Brother Ray? So I just wanted to. I want you to spread some peace and love and God and some positivity on the Harris's drinking again on a Thursday night.
On a Thursday night.
All
right, man. I'm
throwing
it right now.
Yeah, whatever you got going on. And I haven't talked to you on the real shit. On a personal note, I haven't talked to you in about a week or so, so I just wanted to check on you at the same time.
Okay. Well.
And I'm gonna give you a beat.
Sorry. Just miraculous things are happening, bro.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's good or bad, whatever you define it. Just miraculous things is happening in my life right now. You know, getting comfortable and uncomfortable. You know, how I talk about like working a 9 to 5, but I'm learning how to like appreciate it. You know. I'm learning how to appreciate it. I wake up like, no, man, I'm good, bro.
I know you're struggling.
No, Dante, keep this, man. Keep this for your family, bro. No, man.
Here. Take one of the jelly, Johnny.
Man, I don't.
Bro, yo. They carry you and your son.
Yeah. Thank you, Dante. Wait, hold on, man. I gotta hug my roommate, man. Hey, man.
I'm a hide of
no, literally, you guys, man. I know I feel like shit because like I gotta leave you guys.
Giving out hugs.
And I don't know where the fuck you guys are. But I do care, man.
Man, I love you, brother. Man.
What's Dante doing?
It's not you.
Give Dante.
He's over here. He just tells, man, it's not you. Yeah. The real Dante's heart is pure.
Dante.
I am worried about you, just like you worried about me, right?
No, I just work with your son here. I already told you, like, oh, make him feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
You know? Let that, like, all, and then take care of
you. guys having a drunk conversation? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No. This is real stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good over here. The boys are over here. Dylan's cooking.
Does Dante want to hop on the line on the Harris's Pub?
No.
You got no hot 16s, no 8 bars, nothing.
No. Oh, who, me? No.
No, Dante.
You know what?
Does he rap?
You know what? No.
Okay.
I mean, no. You know what? The thing is, I just want to say, right now, my heart is joyful. And I know good things are happening. A lot of good things are happening, man. Like good things that are happening, that good things that are not typical, and just
Mm.
it's and it's inexplainable because it's so unconventional.
Mm.
Like I found someone that truly, truly loves me, a female, and she is fine as fuck, fine, brother, fine. Like wow. And the way we met is crazy because I stopped smoking weed, and then I hopped on TikTok, and I've been, you've been seeing. I send you, I tag you on all my posts, and women are just attracted to me like that. And I'm not trying to say whatever. It's like wow, 57 years old, and I'm just attracted with my pictures and stuff like that, right? But someone actually came to me out of the blue.
Okay.
And there's a lot of limitations because she's in the military, and right now she's at a camp where I can't, and people can say like, "Oh, she's a bot and everything," but no, it's just that.
Well, as long as you really seen her, talk to her, she's not a bot.
I've seen her, but the thing is that because she's in this mission.
No, if you don't FaceTime her, bro, don't.
Wait, no,
don't
stop. No, wait, no, stop. No, stop.
Wait. You saying a girl is in love with you, loves you, but have you seen her personally? If not, it's bullshit. I don't want to be a pessimist.
Yeah, no, actually, no, let me explain. Okay, no, I did see her personally, but this is situation right here. This situation right here. I know it sounds like, like one of those. I get it. But you know what? Okay, hold on 1 second here. Let me get in the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Ray might be falling for a 2025 scam.
Like I'm just saying, man.
Wait, hold on, man.
Over love.
No, but check this out, okay? It's not like like I'm fully devoted, but what it is that you gotta understand, bro. Like I've been married for over 25 years, raised kids, did all the right things in life, go to church, you know that, and the audience know that. And what I've always prayed, and what I wanted to ask for, is that I want to fall in love with you, and I want someone to fall in love with me because my ex just minimized me, never.
No, and you deserve that, bro. You deserve that. You absolutely fucking deserve that.
And and the thing is that there's someone my age that I know truly cares for me, and I thought about it and everything, and I go, oh yeah, this and that, because that would be the most normal thing to do. But in this situation, I'm willing to take a risk because this one, okay, so her situation is that right now, there's a lot of things going on in our country that I got to get to military people because there's military people out there that's getting shot. Like she just had a colleague that just got shot, and she's married and whatnot, and she died today. She got shot Sunday. I call her my girl. Took her to the hospital and everything. Tried to resuscitate her. I think she was in a coma and she died. And she has a husband. Okay. Now this girl right here got on TikTok. I guess saw one of my posts and DM me, slid me a DM. And I get that all the time, and I just kind of like played along with it. Oh yeah, this and that, whatever. They're either trying to sell you some kind of like cryptocurrency or whatever, but this one did not. And so I was like, okay, all right, because I get a lot of those, like interested in me, but they want to sell me some kind of like crypto, or they want me to do the staff and business and whatever. Okay, I get a lot of those and whatever, and the women they come at you like they're interested, and I play that. But the thing is that there's a couple of them that just are really just in love with me, like even if and they're hot. I mean, I show you a picture of them, you think that they're a bot, whatever. But no, I've seen them in FaceTime because I know the game now. But this one, and I'm not going to name her. I'm not going to name her because her situation is that she's somewhere in the U.S. and I know where it is. I'm not going to say it on the air, and it's very classified where she is because the enemy is looking for them too. You hear me? So she reveals this to where it's like even her bank account, she can't do any voice, she can't do any like phone call because if if the enemy is, let's say the enemy is a cartel, those guys are up to date with technology. Okay, they have the same equipment that the military does because they're billionaires and they're everywhere and they're in civilian clothes and you can't. It's like being at war in Vietnam. Like who are the Viet Congs? They all look the same. They're so incognito. They're like they could be like someone like the store owner that you've been going to store, and next thing you know, before you know it, he's over there shooting you or bombing your camp or whatever. It's like that, bro. We're having a war in this country right now.
Yeah.
And with that being said, it's so dramatic because now I look at it and I go, here it is. And trust me, man, the whole doubt and the whole, and you know me, bro. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm so in love. No, man. I mean, it's like, I've been in, I'm not like that. I'm not, all I know is that, all these years, I lacked what I deserve. You don't. You have someone you come home to and your girl truly loves you, tolerates your ass, everything. I don't have that. The one I had never backed me up, always just took. So
Yeah. No, that's I mean, hey, I hope every man finds his happiness and his place. I just want you to verify and before you even get even emotionally or textually invested, just be like, yo, bitch, like send me a picture holding up a fork pointed at your temple like a gun in a fucking blue spaghetti strap, or just call me bitch right now and it's all good. I just
you don't understand, bro. It's like, it's not like that. It's not like your typical. It's not your typical. She's in the military. She's a Navy. She's a Navy Marine. She's in a special. She's been in the military for 7 years.
I get the military ones, but but again, because of just, dude, I'm highly trained.
And you know what, bro? I tell you what. If my heart gets broken. And it's been broken many times.
Well, don't
okay? And you know me, and people see me. I'm not hurting for attention.
No.
I get it all the time. But I gotta select one.
Okay? I know you, but you gotta verify. That's all I'm saying. Before you even say
I know that. The thing is, it's I don't know, man. There's something, and she's really young, a lot younger than me, But at the same time,
I don't want to be. I'm gonna sound like a hater no matter what I say.
No, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay, because you know what? You can say whatever you want to say because it all boils down to my happiness, man. Really, it does boil down to my happiness.
Oh, if you're fucking happy, yeah, dude. Yo, nothing.
It all boils down to my. It all boils down to my happiness, and it's like I thought I found my soulmate, but I did not. My soulmate in the past gave up on me. Because I'm too much of a, you could call, dreamer, and the stuff that I wanted to do didn't happen the way she thought it was going to happen. But at the same time, now I understand why it doesn't happen. Because it takes two. It takes two energy to create a synergy. You feel me? It takes two energies to create a whole synergy. And that's what love is.
Hey,
two energies.
If anything, we got we got 4. Actually, we got 5 weeks before we're gonna be at the Surge April 12th Reno Event Center, and I believe Ray's gonna find a local gal there in the flesh, and it's gonna be 8 hours of just very positive environment. Do you want to maybe speak on this? Have you thought about? We're gonna be there in about a month, brother.
You know what? The way I see it now is I just take it day by day, bro. I just take it day by day, whatever comes, whatever, and anything can change by then. I'm not putting anything. I'm not, I'm just taking it day by day because that's really how you live your life, is just day by day, and just be prepared for any changes, for any drastic changes, and emotionally, what I'm learning is that, hey, if today I'll be super in love and tomorrow I get my heart broken, then so be it. So be it. Because I'm learning how to cherish that happiness and everything, and to where
Harry's drinking again.
Will you remember it? Of course, it's gonna stay with you. But is it part of your growth? Of course, it's part of your growth. And so I'm not. The way I see life right now is I'm kind of living at the moment. No plans. I got a plan. I got a vision of what I want. I also got a vision of the woman that I want to be with. And being married as long as I have, and doing the whole marriage thing, and doing what's right, and being close to Jesus, and not doing any kind of infidelity, nothing drama, and then trying to feed my family and all that stuff. And then situation happened the way it is. I'm not hurt, but that's why I'm kind of still tripping on this situation that's going on in my life, because this woman is gorgeous, just gorgeous, and I'm handsome and everything, but it's like, wow, and she has a career. And another turn on is the fact that she's serving our country. She's risking her life every day. Well, you have women out there, they're working, they're doing this, they're shopping and all that stuff. She's in a camp where she's not allowed to just call on the phone or even talk to people and whatnot. So where we have to text, because we can't even call on the phone, because if they were able to track her voice and where she is, she's cooked. And I know that because living in Hawaii, where I was by Schofield and I did taxes for the soldiers over there, they told me how it is in some of these missions.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely. They told me the stuff on these missions, on how secretive and everything. And this is new to me. Yes, it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm just to play devil's advocate though. Because I'm versed in the online dating kind of bot kind of like world, Tinder, Facebook dating shit. I mean, that is the perfect, especially living in Utah, right next to Hill Air Force Base. That's the perfect ploy for these people to make multiple accounts, and then they communicate. It sounds very real, very visceral, very and they capture emotions. They look at your profile, look at your posts, like, oh, okay, this guy's in the
I know, right?
And that's the perfect. So if you have not the verification is all hey, if it's a real bitch at a fucking Air Force base risking her life, hey, salute to you. Come home, cook for this man, fucking marry him, suck his dick, and fucking be happy. But like, that's the perfect ploy for, because if you ask him like, yo, call me right now. Oh, I can't. I just got back. It's always some bullshit.
I know. I understand that. Then trust me. There's some women that are hollering at me like that too. That right now and whatnot. And in fact, it's funny because it's kind of like international. I got one that's like I got a couple of Chinese ones.
Those
and
are
then,
bots for sure. I'm sorry, but the international ones are fucking. Those are not real.
whatever they are. And
Those
I
are not real.
just kind of like, if I want to, but this particular one, I don't know what it is. And, it's like, you know what, right now, I mean, I know, like a few months ago, I fell for the bot just to find out how it is. And it turned out she was a bot. This one right here, it's like, it's crazy, man. I can't even explain it, I'm at this point to where it's like I have no expectations. I got no whatever. If it is, then it is. And, because really I'm in a point in my life is to where it's like, if I get married, okay. If I don't get married, okay. I'm just enjoying my time, brother. I have my own mission. I work out in the gym. I love working out in the gym. I go to church. I love going to church. I do my financial literacy business. I love doing that. So everything that I'm doing, I love doing. And all these other stuff, it's not deterring me for anything because I'm not really attached to anything. I'm just enjoying life right now. And I'm going, man, this is really amazing. This is really amazing. Because I'm in my growth phase right now. And at my age 57, right? I'm not in that desperate mode. And I tell it, oh yeah, this and that. Yeah, okay, whatever. But at the other end to that too is that, because I've been doing a lot of self-improvement, like casting directors like just wants me. I'm gonna end up probably modeling or something, or doing some kind of like commercial or something like that. I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make money from now on. I'm gonna be a wealthy man. I'm gonna be a very wealthy man.
That's what
I know a lot of people.
That's what the manifestation is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
I am, because I want to give my money away, and when I die, it's not the money, it's what I did that I want people to remember. That that all you have to do is, like, no matter how hopeless things may become, there is always hope, but you have to believe it. You have to really believe it. And the stories that you will have,
all right,
it's not going to be typical. And then I've been, not a whole chosen one. I believe him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end this show. I'm going to have a conversation with my boy. We've been tapping in. Hold on one second.
I just fit that criteria. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Anyone knows me in this world, you know me.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And well, go ahead and wrap up. I'm gonna end the show. I'm still on live. I'm gonna wrap up, and we can still stay on the phone or whatever, chop it up on the back, because I feel it's more things to reveal. But ladies and gentlemen, episode 126, TNR 126, back in the building every Thursday night. Okay, 8 p.m. Brother Ray live on the line in the flesh. Brother Ray, any last words before I close out? For the people of the Hyla Pub and the community.
Last word is that, what? Sometimes in life, things may happen oddly, but all you gotta do is just take it in stride, control your emotions, and whether it's a trap or whatever, if you're sure about yourself, you'll be okay. Don't feel like someone owes you or this and that. In other words, don't think too much about what's going to happen to you. Just go with the flow. And good things are gonna happen to you.
All right. Yeah. No, that's what we do. We go with the flow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue the conversation with my boy on the back end. Y'all can't hear the rest of the conversation. You know, y'all already get too much. TNR, Therapy Night Rants. Go check out Talk Teach Truth. You know, social media. You know how we doing it. We all platforms. Y'all get the rest of the story. But as for now, I've given y'all enough, motherfuckers. We'll see y'all next week, 8 p.m. for episode 127. Up in the place to be, the Hyder Pub. Check us out on Facebook and Spotify and Apple. 1,600 downloads. We keeping it cracking, all right? Hyder Pub. Every Thursday night. Harris is drinking again. We signing off. We'll see y'all next week. Peace and love, motherfuckers. We out. Ciao.